news. I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, good morning, you beauties. They say it all starts with gratitude. That's where the motivation begins. So I'm going to say thank you. Thank you to you. Thank you to you guys. Welcome to it. It's going to be amazing today. We know this. Why? Because we've got very special guests in the house. Thank you for choosing to join us at the start of your Easter weekend. Dr. Anesu Mbijo is here. Finally, we managed to catch you for 2 seconds and keep you standing still.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to let me go after this.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, I'm quite jealous that you get to travel everywhere, so it's quite probably refreshing for you to just be here for today, right?
Absolutely. Back on solid ground, no adrenaline activities. I can't see a harness anywhere, so I think I'm doing good.
You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. Okay, Q, go bring in the harness. No, I'm joking. But yes, we are going to be busy this morning, but thank you so much for being here. And thank you, of course, for an incredible season of Top Travel. We'll get into some of that dynamic, some of the incredible adventures she's been on. And then, of course, we're going to have some fun in between from the small screen to the big screen. Kung Fu Panda 4. It's here. It was released in cinemas last week, and we get to meet the very panda called Po in studio. He's going to roll into studio as pandas do.
Oh,
Are you ready? Now you're ready. Why didn't they tell me this beforehand, you know?
Well, you know, something we love on your Feel Good Breakfast show is food. Now, it is the Easter weekend, which means it's going to be packed with all kinds of deliciousness. So in the kitchen, Chef Clem is going to share his oven-roasted snook with cucumber and basil dressing recipe.
Ooh.
And for dessert, Gabriella San Giorgio is whipping up a hot cross bun pudding recipe. So it's going to be a big treat today.
That is honestly the 100th way we have eaten a hot cross bun this week. And I anticipate we'll discover another 10. And we are here for that. We are here to eat. We are here to enjoy each other's company. And we are here to be entertained. And of course, Nomcebo Zikode is joining us this morning.
Woohoo!
She is a force of nature. And she is going to blow us away this morning. What a perfect way to start the long Easter weekend. So thank you so much once again for choosing to invest in these next 3 hours. We're going to have ourselves a little bit of fun. And of course, our family in Johannesburg is ready to embrace as well. Good morning.
Hello, my beautiful Cape Town family. Oh, my goodness. It is always so good to start the morning off knowing that we are about to have such an electrifying one. And today, I say Molweni Mzansi. We made it to the longest long weekend of the year. And the fact that we get to do it together always makes me so happy. Right about now, of course, we're going to be having such delicious things coming up, but we want to hear about your delicious menu on the Good Morning Post. My friend, I need you to head out onto social media, use the hashtag Expresso Show, as well as send us that voice note, 063-408-8863, and let us know, my lovely, has the pickled fish been sitting, or are you, in fact, someone who still needs to prep the snook for the braai, huh? What are those dishes and those traditions that you have when it comes to Good Friday and getting into the Easter weekend? We want to hear all about them, especially because we know sometimes they're really, really different to each other, but then we can sometimes just like be the same. Let us know all about it on hashtag Expresso Show, as well as send us those voice notes. Right about now, we're getting ready for the rest of the show in the best way possible, and this is why we need to take care of business, because Zoe is standing by for your news headlines.
Thank you, Zanele. Well, let's start off with your national headlines. The Minister of Transport, Sindisiwe Shikunga, says the SA government will repatriate the bodies of 45 victims who died in a bus accident in Limpopo yesterday afternoon to their country of origin, Botswana. The worshippers were traveling from Gaborone to Moria outside Polokwane for an Easter conference when the bus went out of control, careered off the bridge and caught fire on the mountain pass between Mokopane and Marken in Limpopo. The sole survivor, an 8-year-old girl, was airlifted to hospital. A deeply saddened Minister Shikunga visited the accident site and expressed her sincere condolences. And there's bad news for motorists as the start of the Easter weekend is that the price of petrol is to increase between 58 cents and 67 cents per litre. This is the fourth consecutive month that there's been an increase. The wholesale diesel prices in Gauteng at the coast rise or fall by a few cents depending on sulfur content. Paraffin retail price becomes 58 cents per litre cheaper, and gas retail price drops by 19 cents per kilogram. The prices take effect on Wednesday. And the cyclone Gamane will hit the north of Madagascar on Wednesday. It has claimed at least 11 lives and forced some 2,000 out of their homes. 6 of the victims are believed to have drowned, and the others were fatally injured after being struck by falling trees and collapsing houses. Local news reports say that flooding caused significant damage, especially to roads and bridges. Reports state that the cyclone was rare in that its movement was near stationary, and when this occurs, it devastates all infrastructure. And climate change is affecting the speed of the Earth's rotation and could impact how we keep time, a study has found. Accelerating melt from Greenland and Antarctica is adding extra water to the world's seas, redistributing mass. That is very slightly slowing the Earth's rotation. But the planet is still spinning faster than it used to, and global timekeepers may need to subtract a second from our clocks later than would otherwise have been the case. Global warming is already affecting global timekeeping, says the study published in the journal Nature. And South African pop sensation, the 22-year-old Tyler, continues to dominate the entertainment news, the latest being that she has surged past all African artists, claiming the top spot as the most streamed African musician on Spotify. Her self-titled album swiftly surpassed Nigeria's Burna Boy's record, amassing over 630 million streams within a week. This achievement follows the release of her debut album, Tyler, just days earlier. Tyler's meteoric rise began last year with her Amapiano hit Water, which stormed TikTok, sparking the #Water Challenge and catapulting her into the US Billboard's Hot 100's top 10 and the UK chart's top 5. Her infectious beats have captivated a global audience, solidifying her status as a rising star in the music industry. Well, that's where I leave those headlines. Let's take a first look at your sport with Graham.
Thank you so much. So now that we're all feeling so fiercely patriotic, let's delve into the sport. And we'll start with some rugby. And Blitzboks interim coach Philip Snyman has made 4 changes to his squad for the upcoming HSBC Sevens tournament in Hong Kong. So Christy Grobela, Ronald Brown, Dewald Human and Kieran Nortje, they return to the lineup. Grobela and Human making their comebacks after injuries, while Brown and Nortje, they recover from setbacks suffered in Perth. And then David Brits and Roscoe Speckman, they miss out due to recent training injuries, unfortunately, and we'll miss that experience. The team facing Ireland, Spain and Samoa in their Pool C grouping. That's from the 5th to the 7th of April. Now let's look at the broader African footballing perspective, and the Confederation Africaine de Football has announced the dates for the finals of the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup for the 23-24 season. So the finals will follow a home and away format in May this year. The first leg of the CAF Confederations Cup is set for Sunday the 12th of May, with the second leg scheduled for the following Sunday. And meanwhile, the CAF Champions League final first leg will take place on Saturday the 18th of May, followed by the second leg on Saturday the 25th of May. So we don't have to wait too long. Now, tennis has been throwing us some major upsets, and that continues this year. Grigor Dimitrov, he dashed Carlos Alcaraz's hopes of a sunshine double at the Miami Open, defeating the top seed 6-2, 6-4 in the quarterfinals. So Dimitrov's bold aggression, backed by 24 winners. He was on fire, halting Alcaraz's 9-match winning streak. So up next, he'll be facing Alexander Zverev as a result in the semi-finals, while Daniil Medvedev takes on Yannick Sinner, who is having the 2024 of his life. Now we turn to MotoGP and some big news when we talk about the bigger picture. Reports indicating that Formula One owners Liberty Media are now nearing a $4 billion acquisition of MotoGP's governing company, Dorna Sports. So Liberty aims to expand its motorsport portfolio, and this would be the right way to do it, eyeing the success of MotoGP alongside Formula One. And despite competition from some other groups, Liberty seems poised to secure the deal. Their nose out in front now, and if finalized, this move would echo past ownership of both Formula One and MotoGP by CVC Capital Partners. Since Liberty's acquisition of Formula One in 2017, so it hasn't been that long, the sport has seen a surge in popularity, with CEO Greg Maffei hinting, I'm sure quite strongly, at its increased value ahead of the sale. But we'll certainly watch that space with interest, and that's where we leave our sport for this hour of the show. All the more important at the foot of a long weekend, the weather is up next. Let's see if there are any weather warnings. Then, of course, those temperatures in your neck of the woods.
Well, Graham, believe it or not, it would appear that the country is in for pleasant weather this Easter weekend, with the South African Weather Service not issuing any warnings or alerts for today. Meanwhile, the Council for Geoscience has confirmed that a mild earthquake occurred in Cape Town on Wednesday afternoon, just before 6 p.m. The SA Seismograph Network says the earthquake registered a magnitude of approximately 1.4, with its epicenter located along the Dip River and close to Milnerton. There were no reports of any injuries or damages to buildings. The Council for Geoscience has requested the public to share their experience using their online questionnaire. Well, that's your weather update. Let's take a first look at your temperatures for your Easter Friday.
I just need to take a deep breath and just warm up, start summoning my chi, because the greatest kung fu artist of all time has stepped into our studio. It is Po. He's here. I love you. I want to hug you, man, but I'm worried I'm going to bounce off your belly and I'm going to fly out the window. I'm gonna come in for a hug anyway, because it's Po. Oh my word! I've just got to hug Po. You don't understand. Oh, the 4, 5, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 15, 16-year-old version of myself is living his best life right now, because Kung Fu Panda is here. And Po, oh, thank you so much for saving the world as many times as you have, and thank you for being here, of course, to honor the release of Kung Fu Panda 4. It is here. We're going to get into what you can expect on the big screen with JP Sebastian in just a moment. And then if that hasn't got you inspired enough for your day, we'll help you with some makeup tips. You look great, though. You don't need any makeup this morning. Look at that smile. Look at those eyes. Po is here. Go and show him some love on our social media platforms. In fact, show Po some of your best kung fu moves. And we'll delve into that movie in just a moment. I love you, Po. No, I'm joking. I know how powerful you are. Oh man.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3. Now, you might wonder, why is there a giant panda behind Zoe? That's because Po is visiting us today in studio ahead of Fu Panda releasing this weekend. So we have JP Sebastian to tell you all about that. But for now, I'm going to steal a moment of your time because my ideal Easter outfit, it is not complete without flawless foundation, some luxurious lashes, and a pop of lipstick. Now, with the weekend of chocolates and bunny moments just away, I am here to help you dazzle with a quick and easy last-minute makeup look for any festive occasion. So, to start off, we use some W Beauty and we use their foundation. Now, we talk about the perfect match all the time and the role it plays in getting that seamless base. Well, W Beauty's Longwear Max Cover Foundation that includes the SPF 20 was used in the shade Tan. And then, yes, I spoke about that pop of color for my lips. So, we're going to go in with this beautiful shade, and this is the Jolie Rouge Velvet in the color. In fact, it is the color Spicy Chili. So we are going with this Clarence color. I'm just going to apply the lip color to give it a pop of color and do the impossible task of talking while applying lipstick on TV. Who said girls can't multitask? There we go. And we're going to finish it off with a beautiful lip oil. Now, there are so many ways you can go about it. We've got this beautiful Stila, which is a liquid lipstick, or we can go for this W Beauty Nourishing Lip Oil. This is something we would love to just, add, and it gives you that beautiful dewy look that we all love. So you just simply use a little bit and you just dab along. And that will give your lips a very hydrating, nourished, finished look. There we go. And this is also excellent to add if you do opt for the liquid lipstick option. And then just to finish off, we're going to add a little bit more blush. And this is just to give yourself that cheerful, sun-kissed look. You dab your brush. We are using the shade Peach Melba. I love the names that some of these makeup colors have. So we're just going to dab a little bit of blush to finish off the look. And there we go. Easy peasy. Now, I love that we are using all these fun looks, and really it is all up to you. Play around with your blush. If you want more, add more. If you're not much of a blush girl, that's also fine. You can simply skip it. But then, of course, you want your signature scent, and we have this beautiful Versace Bright Crystal, and it is a fresh floral blend that's warmed with musky notes for a classic yet customized experience. Now, they always say you should never dab when you spray on your wrist. So you spray one side, you spray the other side, and that is the secret to getting your fragrance to last longer. In fact, my aunt, who is probably watching right now, her trick is to always spray in the air and then you walk through it. And then it just like falls on you. I know it feels wasteful, but then it's not so strong. It's just like a little mist that you walk through, and then it sets all over and you just have this soft, happy smell. Now, you can bring your Easter look to life with your beloved beauty products from Woolworths, and I'm just going to set that down for us. And don't forget that you can shop the Beauty Festival and get 25% off 2 selected beauty products. Now, this offer is valid until the 1st of April in-store, online, as well as on the app. There are T's and C's that can be found on woolworths.co.za. I hope that helped you out.
So believe it or not, JP, Sebastian and myself have been hiding behind a panda this entire time. Po is here. Look at that smile, man. You can see how happy he is to be here and how happy we are to have him. Why? Because Fu Panda is out. It's had a week to dip its little panda toes into the South African water, and people are loving it. It's got the cast to back it up, and a lot of expectation as well. Mr. JP Sebastian, break it down for us.
I do not know why I'm being so respectively silent next to this.
Because you might get skadooshed. I got skadooshed earlier. I'd left my pinky dangling and I got skadooshed.
I'm doing a review over here, and I feel no pressure whatsoever. Like, there's no ethical cross-sections here in journalism. Whatever. We've got a panda leering over my shoulder as I evaluate the Pandas movie. So yes, it's been out for a week indeed, and this is the 4th one in the series. And there are new voices involved. So obviously we've got Awkwafina as well, who plays Jen, a new fox-like character. Poe seems psyched about that. Showed the finger right there, the good finger, the friendly finger.
There we go.
And Viola Davis as well, who plays the chameleon. But most important thing I think about Kung Fu Panda 4, what they did, and I'm already getting into the evaluation of it all, a lot better, I think, than some of the previous movies, is the choreography and the martial arts, the actual Kung Fu part of the Kung Fu title. And so how they did that is they got some of these guys that I'm about to show you in this clip. They are actually stunt people from the Marvel movies who helped in the creation of the choreography of Kung Fu Panda 4, which is out on cinemas already.
The Dragon Warrior is back! Kung Fu Panda 4 is a perfect blend of comedy and action.
Catch you later, Panda.
We worked with a stunt coordinator to act out a lot of our action scenes.
No! I think I'll catch you now. Skadoosh!
That's pretty intense. That is pretty intense. Check how excited Poe's adrenaline just kicked in now. He's ready to go save the world again.
There's a weird mix of Poe's adrenaline kicking in and our childishness, like...
Oh, yeah, no, that's there all the time.
I'm looking at a mascot and I'm in like a psychological... Yes, Poe,
I
I'll do
know.
what you say.
You're
It's
gonna-
like christen me like the Pope.
You're going to live rent-free in my head for the rest of my life. I love
Graham,
it.
you just told me while the cameras were off that you watched pandas for 15 minutes on YouTube.
I did a deep dive. I just wanted to know if Poe was going to roll in here, or if he was going to kind of fly in. Not disappointed
You
at
strange,
all.
strange man. So
this is a powerhouse cast. They've gone all in. This feels more like a reboot than a number 4.
And I
to
suppose it kind of has to feel like that. What's weird about this movie is that it's 80 years since we saw the last one. I think the last one was 2016.
You
JP, are you
lie.
thinking that's right?
You lie to me.
Crazy, man. And the first one was 2008. Kung Fu Panda is nearly like 20 years old. It's pretty bizarre, and considering like the leaps and bounds that they made in the visual technology. Look, all of that nonsense aside, I'll get into that in a separate segment where I tell you about the ins and outs and the trivia and all that business about the whole franchise. But it's visually beautiful. And like you said, there are obviously a lot of big names that are returning to the voices. What's interesting is they left out the Furious 5, so there's no Jackie Chan, there's no Lucy Liu, there's no Angelina Jolie.
Jolie, oh really?
And then it was like
Seth
Rogen's
Seth
gone.
Rogen.
David Cross, shame
Oh,
he exists
wow.
as well. But
I'm sorry, Poe. He's missing his Furious 5, but it's okay, man.
that's a very shocked look on his face.
Yeah, he's like, what?
I don't know if you guys can see this, but the expression changes, like, or I'm just imagining things. So what we've got in this story, however, is each movie has been a chapter in Poe's progression, in his evolution as this, starting out obviously as a fanboy, a little nerd for Kung Fu and being very giddy and excitable and a little kid at heart. Obviously became the Dragon Warrior, and now by the 4th Kung Fu Panda, he has to pass on the torch. It's a pretty heavy decision that the writers made, is that this character who is iconic, that Jack Black has obviously voiced for the longest time, is now
him, yeah.
has to choose a new Dragon Warrior in Kung Fu Panda 4. And so, I mean, props to them. Usually these movies are like, how long can we milk this famous, celebrity to do this voice for the longest time? But they're like, nah, things have to pass on eventually. Things have to change. So he becomes a spiritual leader to the Valley of Peace rather than the Kung Fu warrior. And so this is his little tussle that he's in now. He's got to take the teacher's role rather than the student's role. And so he sees how frustrating it is having a Poe of his own in a way. Jen, this character that Awkwafina plays, is this creature that tells him that there's a new threat in the world. This chameleon that Viola Davis plays, in which Viola Davis eats up. I'm very glad that an actress who has an Academy Award behind her name is having this much fun in the silly animation.
Oh, for sure. No, but there's a reason why they need talents like this.
She's incredible.
Right?
She elevates it immediately, just her presence in this thing. However, now I'm going to get to the upset bits. I'm going to turn my body away. Maybe Poe can't see me.
It's okay, Poe is indestructible.
Is that like...
Put your belly out,
Because
Poe,
these are
belly
such
out. There we go.
complex
You're safe.
animations,
You're safe.
is that sometimes they'll make an asset for Kung Fu Panda 1 and they'll be like, oh man, we really love that thing, but we don't have space for it. Where can we put it in Kung Fu Panda 2? So take Shen, for example, who was the peacock in Panda 2.
Yes.
He was supposed to be a mayor in Panda 1. Then they were like, we got this spare character, let's make him the bad guy in 2. So similarly with this, there's a very inorganic feel to the way the story comes together. It's not bad, but it feels very much cobbled, like they had the chess pieces on the table.
Trying to just piece it all together.
How can we move it around?
Okay.
So it doesn't flow necessarily as fluidly as some of the previous ones. lines or in a way that feels like, oh, it's a progression. It makes sense that the Jen Fox character just appears in his life. It's like, no, they don't have any tethers from the past. The way that he's told that, oh, by the way, you're becoming a spiritual leader, there's no grand sort of rolling out the red carpet for why Poe is going through this chapter of his life now. It's just like, oh, by the way,
massive step forward.
we've pulled this lever, so let's advance the story. So it's made almost like a TV episode rather than a movie, but it still has the size and the spectacle and the colors and the brightness and the beauty of a good animation. So I want to show you one of the main fights between this chameleon character, which is Viola Davis, who has the power to change into any other character she likes once she gains their kung fu powers by sucking on them with a weird chameleon tongue.
Siphoning their life force.
And this is against Poe in a way. Kung Fu Panda 4.
Stand back.
You got-
I'm gonna kick my butt.
Oh, now Poe's face is shocked. I get it, Poe. I get it. This is the battle of your life. Oh, before he becomes the spiritual leader, he must still fight his way through. I love this, dude. The version of Poe is also going to live rent-free in my head now for a while. Buddy, all of this begs the question, and please, tread lightly, for it is upon Poe's dreams that you tread. Can we get into popcorn?
Hey, I have to be frank, it's the fourth in the series. What more did you expect? They expect to make 2 more of these.
Oh, wow,
So
okay.
that's why it doesn't feel necessarily like it stands on its own. It's very much a filler, and so for that reason, 6 out of 10 is the most that I can give Kung Fu Panda 4.
It's all right. It's all right.
But, hey, who cares? The kids... Poe, give me the stick guy.
Oh, no. You're going to have clearly a private little conversation. Don't give him your pinky, man. Don't give him your pinky. Don't skadoosh him. He deserves it. He deserves a skadoosh right now. Oh, we love it. Kung Fu Panda is out. If you're looking for a big screen
being hugged,
experience
Poe.
for your little ones, maybe while you sneak off to go and watch Dune 2, Kung Fu Panda 4 is the one. And Poe ain't going nowhere. We're going to do a deep dive into some of that Kung Fu Panda culture, some facts that you might not know.
Oh, I'm surprised Poe didn't give JPO a little clappy there in the back for only giving it 6 out of 10. But you know what? JP's always been stingy with the popcorns. I know he's bashed my favorite movies, but 6 out of 10 is excellent in JP standards. We are taking the world's quickest break. When we get back, we've got more with Poe and a bit of Kung Fu Panda coming your way. And then we've got music all the way in Johannesburg. King D Music's ready to perform, so don't go anywhere.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Poe is here, and he's keeping JP Sebastian on his toes. Gave it a 6 out of 10 in the popcorns, but JP is a bit of a Grinch, okay? So we're okay with that. And he's
I've got like 5 pressure points just exposed here.
Exactly,
I just get the pinky.
No, don't expose the skadoosh, man. It's just not right. We're going to continue to have a little bit of fun with Kung Fu Panda 4 and Poe and do a little deep dive, get into some of the fun facts behind this incredibly long-standing franchise. You blew my mind.
Before we get into
years, man.
those facts,
Wow.
yeah, I'm sorry, I just aged you, man. All your Kung Fu
I know,
experience out the
dude.
window. Let's have another taster. Why don't we, since we all have an appetite for watching these Kung Fu movies and watching Kung Fu Panda again, I want to show you some more clips before I dive into that meat and potatoes of the trivia.
deep dive.
Here's another look at Kung Fu Panda 4.
Oh, wow, look at the time. Remember we have to do that thing down by the place with that guy?
Did you actually think you could grift a meal?
out of me?
There's got to be some sort of misunderstanding here. And apparently I'm the one misunderstanding. Please allow us to pay for our meal and yours too.
I'm only hungry for
Dumplings?
vengeance. Well then, come and get it.
No! Don't come and get it!
Destroy them!
But it does look exciting. For saying that Poe's going to hand over the...
He's
the
getting
torch.
excited.
Whoa, he is. You went into battle mode, Poe. I know.
Can you give us some? Can you give us some Kung Fu Panda moves?
Get some.
He's got some reach on him, eh? Yeah. I love it. And he's going to need it. This is action-packed. And Poe is being put to the test.
And so one of the things that I'll point out there, first of all, is that, I'm talking about now the trivia about the whole Kung Fu Panda franchise. And one of the things that the previous director, John Stevenson, who was the director of the first Kung Fu Panda of 2008, originally this movie was supposed to start out as a spoof of Kung Fu movies. So in the way Shrek is a spoof of fairy tales. In the way like Kung Pao, the silly movie, is a spoof of the Kung Fu genre. But they said, no, like, let's actually have the bravery to be serious. So that's one of the reasons why some of these fights look as good as they do, aside from the fact that, like I just said before, these were Marvel stunt workers, like from the Marvel Avengers, all those types of movies who were working on making this look good. Aside from that, they introduced new camera techniques, which they refer to themselves as GoPro techniques, like GoPro. To situate you in the fight in a way that actually feels a lot more immersive. And so it really pays respect to a lot of those old school movies. I don't know if you remember, Graham, I know that you were a hacker into this yourself, but like the camera moves with a punch. It moves 4 inches with a punch.
Inertia.
It moves 6 inches with a leg or whatever. And so the fight feels more coherent rather than sometimes these animations can just make it look like a whirlwind. Anyway,
Transferal of energy.
I've not even gotten into my trivia just yet. So the first point that I want to say about Kung Fu Panda as a franchise, and this is wacky, guys, about the impact that this movie had culturally. Do you know that Kung Fu Panda made the Chinese parliament convene meetings about it?
What?
The
Why?
government of China was like, we need to have serious discussions about Kung Fu Panda. And so they actually did have serious parliamentary meetings to say, guys, why aren't we making movies that are as lovingly respectful to our own culture the way this movie made?
For sure.
And so it was with great respect, in fact, and that these politicians were forlorn, like, why aren't our movie makers not reaching the same level of cultural appreciation the way this American movie even did? So that's beautiful, that especially in these conversations about cultural appropriation, that an American movie was like, no, let's do this right. And one of the ways that they got that right is that the production designer and the art director, that's Hang Teng and Raymond Zebach, other way around, they spent 3 years. They basically got a degree in Chinese culture. They spent 3 years studying Chinese design, architecture, even down to carvings in old temples to achieve the cohesiveness of a feel of something. It's not just good enough that, oh, you got a Ming vase on the table.
Yeah,
how do you tie that whole room together?
Yeah.
So they learned the logics, and in a weird way, so fact number 3 is that they taught us some of the logics of Chinese culture in a way that we were just like, oh, cool, that makes sense now. When I tell you the color red, what do you think of in the West?
Anger.
Oh, wow. I was going to say romance.
Danger.
Romance. Okay. Man, I'm just too lonely.
Danger.
So, thank you very much.
I think pink, love.
We might associate colors of red with like danger or passion or romance or something like that. But in China, it has to do with power or focus. Green, what might we associate with rejuvenation, etc., etc.
Go.
But here in China, it's wisdom. So Ugui is the old wise turtle, etc. And all these cultural sort of like languages we absorbed as viewers, just going, oh yeah, sure, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Even though blue in the West is sadness, but blue was Tai Lung, which is evil, the original leopard. So that is how much the study sort of like went into things. Look, I want to tell you something about Kung Fu Panda 4 though before we run away, because I'm just chewing into my own time here like I'm a Gimba eating dumplings like Poe. Is that with Kung Fu Panda 4 is this chameleon character that Viola Davis plays brilliantly. It is the most complex character that DreamWorks animation has ever made. Now, when I tell you that an animation character has controls, I mean like the way we have knuckles on our finger that allow different movements depending on combinations. The way you have individual muscles in your face that give you different emotions, sadness, happiness,
hence
nausea,
why
et
the
cetera, et
voice
cetera.
actors have to act the part.
And why Jack Black actually does the kicks in the studio like a mad person. But the chameleon had 8,000 controls. So that's 8,000 ways that they could move this character in individual ways. Compare that to previously Toothless, the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon, only had 5,000 controls. Compare that to some Pixar characters that only have 1,200 controls because a character doesn't move, a human doesn't have to move like a chameleon, etc., etc. So I love heart, research, and virtually academia went into the making of movies like this. That's one of the reasons why you'll appreciate it. But you'll also just appreciate it for silliness. And here's another clip of silliness from Kung Fu Panda 4. What would comedy be for kids if it wasn't about pooping once in a while too?
Yes. This is for my son. In honor of my son and all other 6-year-old boys in the world, this looks amazing. We love you, Po. Thank you so much for being here and for introducing us to the wonderful world of Kung Fu, of Chi energy, of everything awesome about this incredible culture that, as you say, they've been a beautiful custodian of in terms of what Hollywood could and often normally does with this kind of space. We love it. We love Po and we love Kung Fu Panda, possibly as much as you guys at home. So we've got some good news.
Definitely. Now you can shuffle the furniture, focus your chi, and fire up your strongest skadoosh, because the Far Eastern, wide-waisted, dumpling munching, lovable wonder Po, he is back in black and white. Now, Kung Fu Panda 4 has been putting the beat down on the box office for a week, but whether you're a first viewing student or a master rearing for round 2, don't go into a fight empty-handed.
We're gonna give you what you need right now. We are giving 3 lucky Kung Fu lovers the chance to win Panda swag, including an official Kung Fu Panda t-shirt. It is awesome. An official Kung Fu Panda stationery set, an official Kung Fu Panda lunch pack, and other pandaphilia, all valued at 1,600 paraphernalia. Is that right? Is that an actual word? Did you look it up? It's there. It's one's the fear of pandas, the other is a whole lot of panda stuff. And to enter, you've got to find the Kung Fu Panda 4 competition post on the Expresso social media pages and tell us which animal would symbolize your martial arts style and why. And you better make it good, because I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of entries for this one.
Definitely. So the essence, the spirit, the style, or smarts of which beast, great or small, would capture your fight style and why. Now be sure to include that hashtag Kung Fu Panda in your comment, and the competition will close next Monday, and there are T's and C's that can be found on expressoshow.com.
And most importantly, go out and see the film. Why? Because Po is waiting for you. Oh, that's one big skadoosh right back at ya.
Po just says the two-part move.
Oh, I love that we are just getting such delicious plans for our long weekend. I know for me, I absolutely take in every moment I get to watch a movie, so I think it's a good idea. However, what's coming up right now while we are busy in our movie together as an Expresso family, the fact that we are entertaining you even on a public holiday, it speaks to just how much we love each other. So this is what we're going to do, right? We're going to be playing a little bit of a game, and you need to come and play along. We'll call it Guess the Meal. It is going to be happening very, very soon. So, how are you going to do? Well, you got to stick around to find out. And then, one of my favorite things this morning is the fact that we have got in the building an award-winning artist. Honey, I'm talking about King D Music, and he's also going to be performing for us. Do not go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we get to know all about his upcoming album. Stick around.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your beautiful Good Morning Show. And listen, my friend, we absolutely love it when you get to be with us because we get into making sure that you are feeling good, which is why we're your Feel Good Breakfast Show, yeah? Now, one thing I love about us is how we always get to know the artists that we love to listen to. And one such guy is an award-winning artist. He's somebody who is not just a singer, he's a songwriter, he's also a producer. He does it all. And his specific journey started when he was 12 years old. At 14, he went on to craft his own music, and now we are literally 1 week away before he gives us an album called Hold On. Everybody, please welcome to the Johannesburg studio. It is King D Music. What did you, baby?
Good morning.
Good morning, King. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm amazing. Thank you. All the better for having you here with us. Earlier on when you were practicing, I couldn't stop dancing.
I could see.
I'm glad. So that was me applying to be your backup dancer, ne?
Hey.
Okay.
You got the job.
Perfect. Thank you. You have got another job now, Expresso, you must say. However, King D, thank you for coming through. We love what you do, honestly and truly.
you.
But let's start from the beginning because your very
Yes.
first record that you made was R&B.
Yes.
But now you've moved to contemporary gospel.
Yes.
Why the deciding of this?
I think, I was working on an R&B actually. I was working on an R&B album at that time. I was like about, I think I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
And I already had like a couple of, Christian-themed songs that were
Yeah.
still R&B on the album. And I remember having a conversation with my then producer. And it was like, man, I think, you should pray about what you really want to do. Because I think, God has got like a special calling in your life. And I prayed about it. I took some time. And I think that's when the journey started in 2013. Then that's when I started doing Christian music. And I've never looked back ever since.
Come on. And honestly, dude, I think it's genuinely a huge sign of what God is doing in your life and what he has on your life.
Yes.
And for me, I know that Hillsong was one of the very first times when I felt like as a child, I experienced God for myself. So the fact that you contributed to Hillsong Worship's Zulu EP back in 2018, huge. I'm fangirling right now because you're incredible.
No, thank you.
But how did this opportunity come about? And, what did it do for your career?
So, I mean, I was part of the church, the local church at Hillsong. And, the opportunity came for me to be a part of the album. So what they were doing is they were taking some of the famous, Hillsong songs.
Yes.
And, localizing them by making sure that, they're sang in Zulu, Xhosa, and Afrikaans as well. So I got to be a part of the Zulu EP. I got to sing a couple of songs there. So it was amazing. It was humbling. Also the whole process, it was incredible. And also just to be, a part of something that's, that of that magnitude, it was really incredible. And of course, I can say that it did open, some doors for me in my career. But honestly, I was just serving a church. I was just part of a local church, Hillsong Church then. I mean, back then. And really grateful for the opportunity.
Oh, God bless you, King D Music, for
goodness.
blessing us. Come on. And you're about to bless us again because we're literally, like I said, a week away from you giving us your new studio album, Hold On. I can see you're excited about it. Tell us about it, please.
So, Hold On is just an album for an everyday person, who's just trying to pursue their dreams, they're trying to pursue their calling, and things just feels like, they're not moving at the pace where, they think, they should be moving. So it's just to inspire any person from different walks of life. I know it's a Christian album, but, anyone can listen to it, the music as well. Anyone can listen to the music. So it's just an album just to inspire people to, to hold on,
I love that.
and not lose faith.
And, speaking of you saying hold on, was this you kind of writing and making music from a place of where you were holding on at the time?
Yes. I kind of wrote specifically the main song, which is Hold On, the lead single on the album, which is Hold On. I wrote that song to inspire myself as well and to encourage myself not to give up. Because there's a time last year around May when I started working on this album, I felt like, I've been doing this for 11 years now, professionally. And it feels like, yes, doors are opening, things are happening, but it feels like you're just hitting the ceiling and going back. It feels like there's no much of, progress happening. But also I just became grateful that, where I am right now, I wasn't here 10 years ago.
True.
And I just felt like God was, just telling me, you have to keep pressing in. And also, if your music goes and impacts one person, that's what matters, you know, because that person matters to God. So yeah.
Come on. Sure, I love just how you are so resolute about your purpose.
Yeah.
And you know what you're here to do. And it's so beautiful to see.
No, thank
and
you.
you know, now that you just mentioned the fact that you were like, sometimes it feels like you're hitting the ceiling. Honey, there's no more ceiling. The sky's the limit. Because you are going to the US to promote this album.
Yes,
So
yes.
tell us about where you're going to be and what you're going to be doing there exactly.
So Dietrich Haddon has got a couple of shows. Dietrich Haddon, who is a legend in the gospel music industry.
Yeah.
I got to feature him on this album, the Hold On album.
Come on.
So he reached out. He was like, "Yo, I am doing a couple of shows, you know, from April in the States until June. So I'd love for you, you know, to come through, you know, between June, July. Let's see if, you know, you can join us, you know, at the tour." So I'm looking forward to that. So we're just trying to see, like, you know, how we can make that happen.
Yeah.
You know, with the new changes in my, you know, in my personal space, you know, wife and I are expecting a baby soon and everything. So we're just trying to see, like, you know, how we can make that happen. But I mean, I've gotten so much love from the fans in the US, so I can't wait to just, you know, finally connect with them. So yeah.
Honey, we love it for you. Congratulations on all of the success so far. Like I said, the sky's the limit. And King D Music is not going anywhere, Expresso family. He's going to be right here getting us into this beautiful long weekend together. And honestly, I know you want to stick around for it. Do not go anywhere as well, because the beautiful Zoe is out and about in Cape Town. Hi, my Zoe.
Oh, thank you, Zandele. Well, we're about to play a little bit of a game and we're getting ready for our Easter feast. Now, you can play along because this time around, it's another round of Guess the Meal, the Easter edition. Now, I'm going to show my contenders, aka Dr. Anisu, as well as Gabriella, who is ready to play this game. They are the contenders in this, and it's a series of classic South African dishes and desserts typically served on Easter weekend, and they will need to tell me what it is, but the secret is it's blurred out, so they don't really know, so they have to take some guesses. And while we all play this game, we'll also snack on some of Clover's brand new vanilla custard, because no Easter is complete without it. Ladies, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
So excited. Yeah.
Doc versus Gabby. Are you guys ready? Okay. Let's get the first image up and I'll give you a little bit of a clue. This can also be served with jam.
Ooh, I think I know.
Okay. What do you think?
It's giving me a snook moment.
A snook moment. Gabby, do you want to
I was going to say it looks like fish.
Okay, so we've got
fish for funsies because it's Easter.
Okay, so let's see the winner. Is it going to be pickled fish or snook? I feel like snook bribe.
Hey.
Okay. You get half a point for fish, but it's not pickled fish.
Yes.
You get the full point, Doc. Thank you.
Well done.
There we go. Okay, round 2. This dish is served with a type of custard. Gabby.
Melba pudding.
Yeah, I think that's right. I'm gonna throw in just like a
You're also
gonna
gonna
toffee pudding or something.
No. You can say the same thing. It doesn't have to. You're also going with malva pudding.
I'll go with toffee pudding.
Toffee pudding. Let's see. What is our winning answer? Babuti.
I mean, that was really hard. I mean,
That
it
was
looks
tough.
like custard on top,
It does
right?
look like...
We're all feeling custard vibes today, okay?
I know. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. So we still have Dr. Anisu with 1. Gabby, half a point. Let's see if we can up it. Okay, next picture is on the screen and your clue is salty and crispy. Looks like chips.
Yeah.
What do you think? It's not what I think.
I think it's a trick one.
That is a trick one.
What food is that?
It could either be like a popcorn caramel vibe or it could be a potato. Like a roasted potato.
I'm gonna go like pork crackling. Maybe.
Ooh, okay. Let's
potato,
see.
potato,
Let's
potato,
reveal
all that.
the winning answer. Roast potatoes.
I got a point. The foodie got a point. Thank goodness.
Gabby.
It's getting boring.
Okay, so we have 1 point for the Doc, 1.5 for Gabby. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Here is your blurred out image, and your clue is whether you pronounce it in English or Afrikaans, it's still a South African favorite.
Milk tart. I think we're going to go with
Okay,
that.
both going for milk tart. Let's reveal the answer. Yes, It's a melktert.
Melktert.
Yes, there
I'm
we
getting
go.
hungry.
I know. This is what
We have custard.
that's what your clover vanilla custard is for. Okay, amazing. Next one. This is a one-pot wonder.
Looks like it's got a little crust on top.
We have a
little-
peanut gallery that kind of gave something away. They whispered something behind the scenes.
What was the clue?
We didn't.
The clue is this is a one-pot wonder.
I mean, that is like very vast of an explanation.
I know, for
one
the
pot,
foodie.
really? and Easter themed. What do you do for one pot for Easter?
Well, some people go away, they go camping.
Is it
Do you
like
wanna know?
a mussel pot, a poiky?
A poiky, let's see. Let's see.
There we go. Nice. I'll give it to the doctor because.
Oh, we
it's
got
so
it, we got it.
first.
I'm losing count now, but I feel like you pretty much are.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
Doc's leading by half a point.
Yes.
Okay. If you find them, you can have them. That's your clue. Oh,
Easter bunnies.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Easter bunnies? Yes, it is. Chocolate bunnies. Oh, I love that. That's always my favorite, is looking for Easter eggs. Okay, this is your last one. Let's see if we can finish off strong. Okay, this clue is you need clover custard to complete this dish.
Yeah, jelly and custard.
You also think jelly
Yeah,
and custard?
yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see. Let's reveal the winning answer is jelly and custard. Well done, ladies. Well done. I feel like... Oh, so my producer, my ear, just confirmed that Gabby, you taking this by half a point.
By half a point.
By half a point. The foodie takes it by half a point.
Thank you.
But our top travel star is going to stay with us throughout the day and, of course, enjoy the morning with us. So thank you to the both of you for being brave and playing with this game. And we also love to hear from you. What dishes and desserts are you making this weekend? Connect with us online and let us know. And feel free to also send us some photos. We would love to see what you're getting up to this Easter weekend.
Elevate your custard game with the all-new vanilla-flavored clover custard. So creamy and smooth, it makes all the other desserts a little jelly.
So we're going to take the quickest of breaks. Don't go anywhere. When we return, King D is going to help us hold on. A brilliant performance coming from the big man. And then we're going to continue to have a whole lot of fun exploring our beautiful backyard. In fact, Kutle is going to make us a little jelly with this one as she heads to the Jozini Tiger Sanctuary, a tiger park, an incredible bush break that is going to have all of us wanting to get out there, taking a short left and exploring our beautiful own backyard. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
The long weekend is upon us and we are spending it the best way we know how, which is with you, Expresso family. And thank you for trusting us with your morning, because you could have been anywhere else, but you're with your besties on the television. Right about now, we need to deliver on a promise that we told you, which was that King D Music is going to be performing. So, where you are in your house, put your hands together for the King. He is having us with Hold On.
Hey, let's go. Hold on, don't let go. I fight a moral, don't give up. Life can be unfair sometimes, but my God will make it alright. Meet you on a shikonda, mutimu koshibona, and somebody checks us with the kwakwana. Nisa panda, pananga panda. Nisa panda we, pananga panda yo. It won't be long now. I see freedom coming, breakthrough around the corner. Yeah. It won't be long now. I hear chains falling, blessings around the corner. Come sing it with me. Let's go. Oh, hold on, yeah. Don't let go. I fight and go right away. Don't give up. Life can be unfair sometimes. I know, but my God will make it alright. Yeah. Sometimes the journey seems so long, and the battles we're facing so strong. Oh, but we must keep on moving on. And that's why I say, oh, let's go. Hey. Hold on, don't let go. Fight and go right on. Yeah. Don't give up. Hey. And life can be unfair sometimes, but my God will make it alright. Yeah. Hold on, keep on holding on. Don't let go. Fight and go right away. Don't give up. Life can be unfair sometimes, but my God will make it alright. Come, let's say it won't be long now. I see freedom coming, breakthrough around the corner. Yeah. It won't be long now. I hear chains falling, blessings around the corner. Yeah. And I'll make it alright. I know I'll survive, so I'm holding on tight. Yeah.
Everybody! His name is King D Music, and honestly and truly, we are blessed, honey, going into Good Friday with someone who is genuinely so talented and still going to be around. Do not go anywhere. For now, though, we need to take care of business, as I always call it, because Zoe's standing by with the news headlines.
Oh, and I get to call you our Tropica Barbie. Thank you, Zanele. Well, it is top of the hour. Let's quickly touch on those national headlines, starting with local news. The Organisation Against Tax Abuse, OTA, has welcomed the news that toll roads in Gauteng will be abolished on the 11th of April. OTA's chief executive, Wayne Duvenage, said it has been a protracted battle in the courts, on social networks, in the media and in Parliament. Duvenage reiterated that OTA was never against the use and pay principle or the electronic toll technology that Sunrail was trying to introduce. He says the problem was the lack of transparency, a meaningless public consultation process, and a largely unworkable administrative system. And the Minister of Transport, Sindisiwe Shikunga, says the South African government will repatriate the bodies of 45 victims who died in a bus accident in Limpopo yesterday afternoon to their country of origin, Botswana. The worshippers were travelling from Gaborone to Moria outside Polokwane for an Easter conference when the bus went out of control, careered off a bridge and caught fire on the mountain pass between Mokopane and Marken in Limpopo. The sole survivor, an 8-year-old girl, was airlifted to hospital, and a deeply saddened minister visited the accident site and expressed her sincere condolences. And a recent UN-backed report has offered hard statistical evidence that the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza is turning into a man-made famine. It has increased the pressure on Israel to allow adequate supplies of humanitarian aid to reach people who need it. The UN's most senior human rights official, Volker Turk, has said that Israel bore significant blame and that there was a plausible cause that it was using starvation as a weapon of war in Gaza. Turk said that if intent was proven, that would amount to a war crime. And the cyclone Gamane has hit the north of Madagascar on Wednesday and has claimed at least 11 lives and forced 2,000 out of their home. 6 of the victims are believed to have drowned and the others were fatally injured after being struck by falling trees and collapsing houses. Local news reports say the flooding caused significant damage, especially to roads and bridges. Reports state that the cyclone was rare in that its movement was near stationary, and when this occurs, it devastates all infrastructure. And South Africa's pop sensation, 22-year-old Tyler, continues to dominate the entertainment news. The latest being that she has surged past all African artists, claiming the top spot as the most streamed African musician on Spotify. Her self-titled album swiftly surpassed Nigeria's Burna Boy record, amassing over 630 million streams within a week. This achievement follows the release of her debut album, Tyler, just days earlier. Tyler's meteoric rise began last year with her Amapiano hit Water, which stormed TikTok, sparking the hashtag Water Challenge and catapulting her into the US Billboard Hot 100's top 10 and the UK chart's top 5. Her infectious beats have captivated a global audience, solidifying her status as a rising star in the music industry. Well, that's where I leave those headlines. Let's take another look at your sport.
Thank you so much. So on that patriotic note, let's dive right in with rugby. And the Blitzboks interim coach, Philip Snyman, he has now made 4 changes to his squad for the upcoming HSBC Sevens tournament in Hong Kong. So Christy Grobela, Ronald Brown, Dewald Human and Kieran Nortje returning to the lineup. So Grobela and Human making their comebacks after injuries, thankfully, while Brown and Nortje recover from setbacks suffered in Perth. Then David Brits and Roscoe Speckman sadly missing out in this one due to recent training injuries, and they're going to miss Roscoe's experience. Definitely that team facing Ireland, Spain and Samoa in a pretty tricky Pool C, and that's from the 5th to the 7th of April. Now let's bring it back home to our continent and get excited about some football. The Confederation Afrikaan de Football has announced the dates for the finals of the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup for the 23-24 season. So the finals will follow a home and away format in May this year. The first leg of the CAF Confederations Cup set for Sunday the 12th of May, with the second leg scheduled for the following Sunday. Meanwhile, the CAF Champions League final first leg will take place on Saturday the 18th of May, followed by the second leg on Saturday the 25th. Now let's turn to tennis, and it's been a year of upsets, so we're going to continue that trend as Grigor Dimitrov, he dashed Carlos Alcaraz's hopes of a sunshine double at the Miami Open, defeating the top seed 6-2, 6-4 in the quarterfinals. Dimitrov's bold aggression, backed by 24 winners, halting Alcaraz's 9-match winning streak. So up next, as a result, Dimitrov, he will face Alexander Zverev in the semi-finals, while Daniil Medvedev, he takes on man of the moment Yannick Sinner, who's also had a phenomenal year so far. Now, a big story in MotoGP, well, in motorsport. Reports are indicating that Formula One owners, Liberty Media, are nearing a $4 billion acquisition of MotoGP's governing company, Dorna Sports. So Liberty aiming to expand its motorsport portfolio, eyeing the success of MotoGP alongside Formula One. Despite competition from some other groups, Liberty have their nose out in front. They seem poised to secure that deal now. And if finalized, this move would echo past ownership of both Formula One and MotoGP by CVC Capital Partners. Now, since Liberty's acquisition of F1 back in 2017, the sport has seen a massive surge in popularity, with CEO Greg Maffei hinting at its increased value. I think a prime prospect. And that's where we leave our sport for this shortened week. Let's take one last look at the roads.
Thank you, Graham. Let's take a look at your roads in Alberton, Johannesburg. There's a lost load on the R21 southbound. It's after Voortrekker Road. It's in both directions. Delays are expected, so please make use of an alternative route this morning. And that's your traffic. Let's take a final look at your weather. And it would appear that the country is in for pleasant weather this Easter weekend, with the South African Weather Service not issuing any warnings or alerts for today. Meanwhile, the Council for Geoscience has confirmed that a mild earthquake occurred in Cape Town on Wednesday afternoon just before 6 p.m. The South African Seismograph Network says the earthquake registered a magnitude of approximately 1.4 and its epicenter located along the Diep River and close to Milnerton. There were no reports of any injuries or damages to buildings. The Council for Geoscience has requested that the public share their experiences using its online questionnaire. Well, your sunrise view for your Easter weekend was sent in by Nancy from Pennington, and I love that it says happy well, as you can see on your Happy Good Friday on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. And what a fitting photo for the day. So if you would love to share yours over the weekend for Monday's show, you can do so on 063 408 8863. Here's a look at your temperatures for your Easter Friday.
Now that you know the temperatures, let's inspire you to go out and explore your beautiful country, your beautiful continent. So first up, and I've got to have a jealousy warning here. First of all, Kutle is going to take us to the Jozini Tiger Lodge on a little beautiful bush break. That's going to make you really kick in the FOMO. And then, of course, Ines, who is back to chat about one of her latest adventures with Fez on Top Travel. It looks majestic. In fact, I better just cool myself down before we head off to the beautiful African skies.
Are you auditioning and getting ready for Tropica Island of Treasure? Well, don't let joint and muscular pain hold you back. Deep Heat is your go-to warm-up solution and SA's #1 choice.
Oh, yes, and here's an extra incentive. The top 7 contestants heading to the island will each receive 10,000 Rand from Deep Heat. And remember, you can upload your audition with the hashtag Deep Heat and the hashtag Tropica and tag MyTropica.
Who knows, you could be competing in Zanzibar.
Yeah, it's time to reach your full potential.
Get Deep Heat and conquer the island.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you once again for choosing to spend your Good Friday with us. We love you for that. So let's take you out of your lounge now vicariously through one of our favorite travelers.
Definitely, and one of our favorite provinces, KwaZulu-Natal. It is a hub for entertainment, adventure and leisure. So join Kuhle as she explores a fun-filled Easter weekend at the Jozini Tiger Lodge. Let's take a look.
If you are looking for a picturesque, world-class, unforgettable South African lakeside experience, then look no further than the heart of the Zulu Kingdom. This is where you will find your dream resort, adventure, exquisite cuisine, and so much more that meets your needs, especially for the Easter break. So let's not waste any more time and get right into it. I've just arrived at Jozini Tiger Lodge, positioned alongside the exquisite Jozini Dam, accompanied by the splendor of the Lebombo mountain range. If that's not enough reason, let's find out more why this incredible magical place has to be your next holiday destination. Thank you so much, Sisi. Ryan, it's such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for hosting us. This place is beautiful.
Yes, indeed.
Talk to us about what makes Jozini Tiger Lodge the perfect destination for any kind of traveler.
So, number one, our staff. You're going to be welcomed with the warmest smiles. We just have so much to offer. From conferencing to comfortable rooms, good food, big buffets, and then plenty of activities. You will be able to be here for 2 or 3 days, maybe even 4, and just completely relax and be entertained, and your kids will be well looked after.
There's so many features that stood out for me here at Jozini Tiger Lodge and Spa. The room is so cozy. I absolutely loved the feng shui. I love the different patterns and textures of my room specifically, and the views from my room as well. It's almost like the tropical feel and experience is brought into that space. The water slides, the pool, it's so calm and serene and peaceful, very much secluded from the hustle and bustle of the cities. Being one with nature is so easy when you are surrounded by such incredible views. I have worked up an appetite for a taste of KZN, and I trust that the Boma will deliver on that and more. I'm so excited because it smells so good here.
Yes.
Talk to us about how this menu gives visitors that, unique, authentic KZN experience.
We normally have different guests with different cultures. So whatever the food that we do here, we combine them so that you can eat whatever.
Ooh, what are we starting with, chef?
I've got the lamb stew tonight.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, thank you so much. It is very nice. And I've got the bravos.
What's a braai without vors?
Yeah, what's a braai without a vors? And then I've got a steak. It's a ram steak.
Oh, that looks delicious. Are you guys seeing this? Hey?
I've got the lamb chops here. And it's very, very nice.
So this is the fan favorite?
Definitely.
Food has a brilliant way of bringing forth the taste of a province, the taste of a place, and the taste of KZN is authentic. Braai is a South African thing, but there's a KZN way of doing braai as well, which is something that we enjoyed at the Boma alongside authentic Zulu dancing in the space. Just the all-round, fully immersive experience is accompanied by the incredible, tasty food. You know what they say about the early bird catching the worm? Well, we are here catching relaxation, soaking in the sun before hitting the river for some adventure. Being in touch with nature and connecting with nature is important because it offers that opportunity to find the calm and the peace within you and around you. Why a spa day is important? There are so many reasons. It offers relaxation and rejuvenation. It's also a stress reliever. Thank you for welcoming me, Sneh. I can't wait to explore your spa. Talk to us about the facilities guests and visitors can experience.
We've got a steam room that accommodates a group of 10, and then we also offer individual treatments. We have a full body massage, we call it Easy Manga. That's where you relax. It's basically your full body with hot stones. The other one, it's body exfoliation, we call it Hlapiso. That's where we use our sugar scrub to exfoliate your body, open pores, and then we've got the head, neck and shoulder massage. We also offer foot massages.
Getting the massage was absolutely necessary. My masseuse was A1, okay? My goodness, the boat cruise. The space, nature, being in there, it's so vast. You just feel like it's serene, it's calm, it's tranquil, it's truly, truly beautiful. From the magical touch of the Mangwanani Spa to the breathtaking views of the Jozini Dam, this trip is already up there with the best. Mangani Akukuhle Apa, it's completely breathtaking. Talk to us about what makes this boat cruise so special.
What makes this dam so special, because we do boat cruises here, and we also do tiger fishing, which is the only dam in South Africa you can catch a tiger fish. The record here, you can catch up to 10 kg.
10 kgs, that's a big fish.
It's a very big one.
Do you think if I try, it's possible for me to?
Yeah, it's depending on the time of the day, because we always recommend early morning, like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and also late afternoon, like 4 to 6, like at this time you can catch now.
I love that. Now, why would you recommend this activity as one of the best activities to do when visiting KZN?
It's just for mind relaxing. If you want to take the stress away, relaxing yourself, stress-free. It's all you see, it's a nature. Just the trees, you hear the sound of the birds. Sometimes we see the hippos, but today, unfortunately,
When do they come out?
when it's sunny, like around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, we see them.
I see. There are
Now
crocodiles
they-
here as well.
Yes.
So you jump in at your own risk.
It's very risky. At your own risk.
At your own risk,
There's
you're
hippos
welcome.
and there's crocodiles also. Yeah.
Bongani, thank you so much for telling us about the history of the Jozini Dam. I'm going to soak in the sunset and these beautiful views now.
It's very beautiful. It's shanana. It's awesome.
Mashallah.
Yeah, boy.
This is the perfect place to be, especially for Easter.
We really go all out. We do Easter egg hunts. We have full-on kids activities from pizza making to the pools, the super tube. All activities will be operating. There will be something to do for everybody all day and late up until 9, 10 o'clock at night. So I think people will be well entertained over Easter.
Everything I did on this trip gave me the full-on KZN, full-on Jozini Tiger Lodge experience. Whether it's with you and your partner, you and your family, as an individual, you can come here for a business trip as well. It caters to everyone's needs.
Sure. You had me on hello.
That's
Wow.
definitely a destination to share with your partner. It's beautiful. Well, from stunning coastlines to a vibrant atmosphere, KZN provides a plethora of options for travelers seeking to celebrate and unwind.
Really unwind. Now we want you to think about this. What would you do if you won 115 million rand in today's Powerball jackpot? We're going to find out right now as we connect with our Kutle, who is out and about once again. Good morning, Kutle. How are you doing?
Good morning to everyone in studio. Molweni nonke eMzansi. It's a beautiful morning in Johannesburg because we are coming to you live from the Lotto booth. I mean, the guaranteed jackpot, Powerball jackpot, is currently sitting at 115 million rands. We had to come through to see the people coming through in their numbers to enter the draw. Next to me, we have Ukia and Karabo, and I'm here to ask them a few questions about what they are looking forward to should they walk away with the 115 million rands. Good morning. How excited are you?
I'm very excited. Good morning to you as well.
Talk to me. How do you pick your lucky numbers, Gia?
Oh, my numbers just actually come to me because I play the same numbers every week.
Every week? Up until they land, right?
Exactly.
Karabo, how do you pick your lucky numbers? And how do you know, Bana, these are the ones that are going to win me 115 million rands?
Usually what I do, I ask my family members, especially my grandmother, grandfather, so, I put numbers together and hopefully just for the win, hopefully get something. Yeah.
You hope that it works out. It's not like we are a pooper, like he or anything like that. Okay, so that's the most practical way of choosing your lucky numbers. Now, let's say that you win the 150 million rands. Imali eninzi leyo. I can't imagine it coming into your account. Ungayiqala ngaphi?
Yo. I'll come back to it. Come back to me, please.
I'll come back to you. You have to think about it. Yeah. And when Akia?
Yeah, that question is really like I don't even know where to start. Like, I'd actually buy myself a very nice big house and a very nice car.
Nice. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, and the rest, I don't know what I'll do with it.
You wouldn't take yourself out to Sandton City, go on a shopping spree, maybe travel?
I would actually travel the world.
Yeah.
115 is a lot.
It's a lot of money that could change many, many lives. So, you've put your ticket in for the lucky draw. While you wait for them to announce the numbers later on.
Hopefully, my results. I'll also go online just to check my results and everything like that. So, hopefully, you'll get the winning numbers today. Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully I'll wait for the numbers to come through.
Fingers crossed, eh?
Fingers crossed. Ukubani winile. Don't forget the young lady who interviewed you this morning, ne? 115 million rands. Do you understand? But thank you guys so much for joining us this morning and sharing with us your secret behind choosing the lucky numbers. We're putting good energies out there, right?
Yeah, good energies, good vibes for everyone. But yeah, good luck to everyone who gets it now.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish all the luck to everyone.
Best of luck to everyone. Now, we have shared with you across our social media pages many different ways for you to be a part of the festivities. It's 115 million rands jackpot, Powerball jackpot, and you could walk away with all of the money. So listen, you can enter on the nationallottery.co.za website or their mobile app and even your banking app. Or you can come through in store and try your luck physically by ticking the lucky numbers. And you could be the lucky winner. It's been a beautiful morning coming to you live from Johannesburg. I hope that you and your family, have a wonderful long weekend. Back to you guys in studio. I hope that you guys are also trying your hand at winning the 115 million rands.
I reckon I would probably create experiences for me and my family. Anesu, I have no doubt that you would travel. I have no doubt that you would take your little self and your beautiful man and you would travel. What would you do with 150 million?
My gosh, I'd go everywhere. And to the most remote places. Antarctica, the Northern Lights maybe.
And that would be the full 115 done.
Yeah,
It's just one trip to Antarctica.
Leon, I blew it.
Yeah.
I'll just bump up a class. Like, no more economy with that kind of money.
Oh, yeah. Go to all the places you've already been to, but do it first class and 5-star. I love it. So you're going to take us on an adventure of your own. Obviously, we're going to relive some of your top travel magic. If I could ask you to describe this adventure in one word, just to whet the appetite, what would it be?
I think immersive, Graham. We were within, deep within.
In a tree, under the stars. It's amazing. Now, we'll get the ins and outs of Anesu and Fez's incredible African journey on Top Travel in just a moment.
Oh, and then we promised you a hot cross bun pudding. We never fell on a promise, so don't go anywhere. We'll show you how to whip up that delicious recipe after the break.
Oh, my goodness.
There are stories of believers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Brought to you by Halls and the power of menthol. Refresh, refocus, Halls. Breathe for it. Ungapheli umoya.
The traveling continues as Top Travel. It's back and it's amazing. Hosts check, people are just losing their minds, dropping plates. Fez and Anesu continue to explore our beautiful continent, and they do it with purpose. And this season of adventure is brought to you by Halls and the power of menthol, giving time to refresh, refocus and take on those magical moments. Now, Dr. Anesu Mbijo is about to tell us all about the exciting adventures that her and her gorgeous man, Dr. Fez, experienced in Namibia. Let's take a little sneak peek, though, at their adventures.
Wow, I'm speechless. This is probably one of the most surreal, serene tracks as we move through a river. Africa, gotta love it. Wow.
I have never been this close to a hippo before. They are huge, and that mouth, I would not want to get stuck in those jaws.
That's Top Travel this Saturday evening at 8:30. Repeat Sunday at 1 p.m. on S3.
That is incredible. I wish you could take us in your hand luggage and we can just tag along to all of these incredible adventures that you and Fez get to go on. Tell me, looking at that moment, does it take you back in time? Do you wish you can be back on the river?
Yeah, I mean, one of the special things for me for Top Travel is being able to go on these adventures and then coming back home and watching it with family. It's almost like you get to live that moment more than once, and sharing it with our loved ones has just been the best thing.
It plants that seed. Now, there is something magical, the best part of our job, undoubtedly, if you had to look back for me, certainly, when you go to a place, you get to emotionally invest yourself when you're creating content there. It's different than just going there.
Yeah.
You explore it through the eyes of someone else, possibly through the shared experience of you and your love. Why is that so important to go out there and experience, but then propagate that idea, inspire others to connect with the world around them?
I think traveling just opens your mindset to so many things. I mean, often we think that there are these imaginary differences that we have with people who live in a different place. And that's been a real highlight for me, is seeing the similarities with people who dress completely differently, speak a different language, sharing a joke, having a laugh. It's those moments that really remind you why travel's so important for us.
Did you just throw Fez off a bridge there? It looked like you pushed him off.
You look like Pocahontas, just winging through the greenery.
What I love the most is the sustained scream from the top, all the way down, a little bit back up again, and then all the way
It is a feeling of falling that I'm absolutely petrified of. But we saw earlier that you were on the riverboat, and being on that boat, what type of perspective did that give you while you were there and you got to watch the world from that angle?
I mean, we were on this basically private villa houseboat, and you're in the middle of the wild. This part of Namibia was very different to where we were in the first episode, which was desert.
I was going to say, you think sand.
Yeah, super dry. Yeah. This was a lot of water features, and you're right in the middle of it. So we could hear hippos throughout the night. Definitely think, shame, somebody or something got killed out there while we were there. Some screeches as well.
Oh, wow.
So
you're in the wild,
feel like you're in the wild. Things are hunting out there.
I'm going to ask a very blunt question now. That riverboat, does it move, or is it stationary and the dinghy takes you to the boat? No, I need to know. Does that boat move, or is it...
So you have to take a game drive vehicle, stop at the edge of the river, have a little dinghy take you to the houseboat, and then you're there.
So the houseboat stays in one place?
Stays where it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but that look at that setting.
Incredible.
I mean, that would tick a lot of kind of bucket list moments, I think, for a lot of people. There's that one moment, often in a trip like this, that signifies the whole experience. Was there a moment like that in Namibia for you guys?
Yeah, so we decided to go fishing. We were surrounded by water, and you can kind of see the fish jumping. So you think it's going to be really, really easy. I'm not going to spoil it. We did our best.
Okay.
We did end up catching something. But that was the most epic thing, was being on the water, the sun was setting. it was just one of those moments I'll never forget.
Oh.
And hippos are dangerous, I'm just saying.
Yeah, the
hippos are
there,
scary,
crocs
okay?
What are you hoping viewers would be most excited about this episode and perhaps appreciate of that area?
Yeah, so we did a little bit of a cultural experience in Namibia as well. And they're our neighbors. So you'd think that a lot of our cultures and the ways that we do things, our heritage is the same. But this cultural immersion was so different. We had so much fun, got to know the music. Faiz loves a dance moment.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Of course, he enjoyed that.
The buttons were down, the dance moves were
falling backwards.
No, you see, that's why I said, no harnesses in studio today, please. I've got a little bit of a trigger when it comes to harnesses.
Oh, no, we're still organising. We're trying to. If it wasn't a public holiday, you would be swinging across our scaffolding here. Have you been able to put your finger on what that cultural hook is? You know, we love describing ourselves in a sentence in South Africa, and you know South Africa when you meet a South African. Do you feel you know Namibia after that experience?
Yeah, I think Namibia for me was a lot of warmth. I mean, obviously, you're in the middle of the desert, right?
Yeah.
But when we met these people, they greet you with smiles, the music is vibrant, people are laughing while they're playing their instruments, so much warmth from Namibia. It felt like visiting your neighbor's house, right?
Yeah,
Your
for
good
sure.
neighbor, maybe, and just having an incredible time.
The nice, quiet neighbour who's got a lot of cash, because Namibia, they've got it, man. There's not a lot of people living there. So I think when they do see someone new, they're like, oh, please come and experience. Thank you for taking us on a magical journey. I think people are going to love this one. Top Travel, airing Saturday, 8:30 p.m. That's right, you're on S3, with repeats on Sundays at 1. So tune in to catch what looks like the most immersive adventure and experience, and then you yourself stand a chance to win a trip to Amsterdam as the cherry on the top. I know, just you keep quiet, Doc. Here's how you guys at home can do it, not an S.
Breathe for it with Halls and stand your chance of winning a trip to Amsterdam with 2 return economy tickets on KLM Royal Dutch Airlines and 20,000 Rand spending money. Using next-generation environmentally friendly aircraft, KLM is committed to making your journey a sustainable one. You could be the lucky Top Travel viewer to win this adventure of a lifetime by telling us how you take a moment to refresh and refocus with Halls. Comment on Top Travel's competition social posts using #TopTravelTV and #Halls. Breathe for it. T's and C's apply.
All right, now that we've inspired you to get out and explore, let's inspire you to stick around here and watch the rest of the show, okay? Just stay with us for just a little bit longer, because we're going to have a lot of fun. In fact, this is quite a moment. We want to let the hunt begin this Easter with Beacon mallows, because that's where it begins. Let's be honest. The competition is officially closed, and it's now time to reveal what the highly anticipated new mallows flavor is. Can I get a drum roll? This is massive. I think we did guess it ourselves. Many of you got your fingers right on the pulse. It's hot cross bun! Yay! Of course, it had to be a hot cross bun. Gabby, why are you looking at me like you silly, silly man here? Of course it's hot cross bun.
I mean...
Because that's Easter,
obviously,
right?
Obviously.
I was thinking like spicy pumpkin at one stage.
Spicy pumpkin. Are we American?
I know, but for me it was so on the nose that it was like right there under our noses.
Yes.
Absolutely love that. So if you haven't got your hands on this brilliant new flavour, this is the perfect time to do it ahead of Easter. And we are going to take the flavour profile and we're going to let it sing in the craziest recipe. We've done some crazy things on this show,
Yes,
girl.
we have.
This one, did it come to you like our genius chef Clem in a crazy dream?
Possibly.
How did you get to this recipe? And please explain yourself here. What is going on?
Just basically thought it's Easter and let's just add everything of sugar we can think of just for funsies.
Let's just
basically,
add-
that's
let's
just and
use
that's
our
fun.
minds.
Yeah, that was the brief I thought.
We've had so much fun creating kind of, I suppose, a bread pudding type vibe
Yes.
with hot cross buns, because the flavour is universal, and hence why it works so well in the mallows. It's got a beautiful, heady kind of aroma to
gorgeous,
it,
yeah.
and half of the battle's done in the bun.
Well, this is the thing. I think a lot of people, not a lot of people, some people have leftover hot cross buns. And then often, they get to a point, I think, especially if you're entertaining, you have some leftovers and you're kind of over it because you've overindulged in them.
Yeah.
And at least this way, even if they had to go like a little bit dry, which is normal, this is the perfect way to use them and not waste.
That's how bread pudding was born, I have a feeling.
So let's get started. So we've got our, obviously, hot cross buns. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice them in half. And also, this is the lovely thing with this recipe is it's super easy. I mean...
Yeah, you just sort of kind of throw it together. You could just tear those hot cross buns if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, of course you
Rip
can.
them
I'm
apart if you
trying
wanted.
to do this neatly. I could rip them apart, but then I feel like it's not going to be...
We call it rustic, okay? But what I love about this is every bite's going to be kind of a different adventure, different experience.
Oh,
You're gonna
absolutely.
get different flavor profiles, absolutely yummy. And of course, we are adding our most loved marshmallow in South Africa. And they have inspired family fun and I think special moments for decades, certainly around the braai for me. And I won't lie, a bit of bribing as well with my kids. The marshmallows go a long way. The versatility of the mallows allows you to bribe with them, bake with them, toast them, or just eat them by the packet. The soft and fluffy marshmallow texture is where the win is for me. And of course, the flavor is just amazing. When you caramelize it, even better. Perfect indulgence for different occasions, just like Easter and beyond. Well, every day, okay, every weekend probably. But Easter, I think, is the chance to let it sing as you pile the chocolate on.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We're going to do this properly. I feel like I'm just trying to make this look...
Beautiful.
Yes,
because you
but I
are
feel
like that,
like
a little
I
bit
don't.
A-type. I'm surrounded by A-type personalities on the show
That's
today,
right.
which is, it bodes well
I
because...
kind of messed this up a little bit. Like, that's why you said I shouldn't have just torn it apart. I should have thought about this. Now we're getting more chocolate in because I didn't do this properly.
No, I
And I'm
think
gonna
you
leave
might
the
have.
middle
This is the
open.
perfect mistake. Have not all of the best recipes been
I
discovered
know,
by
I'm just
mistake,
OCD and
Gabs?
it's not going to work. I need a top base. Sorry, this is going to irritate me.
That's
Where's
all
my
right.
other
I told
top
you,
base?
A-type
Sorry.
personalities. And all the rest of us are now
Well, in the
giggling and
meantime, while
laughing.
I'm sorting out my pattern, can you start on this, please, for the sake of time? Okay, so all you're going to do is we've got eggs, we've got vanilla, I've got some milk, some sugar.
This is like custody.
Can you just, whisk this all together for me? I need to sort this out. It's going to really irritate me, sorry.
What is bothering you so much
Because
about
it
the
needs
lack
to
of
go on
symmetry?
top, and it's not working because I wasn't...
Oh, because you want hot cross on top.
Yes, thank you.
Not underneath.
And now we just have extra chocolate at the bottom, which I don't think anyone's going to be complaining about.
All the sugar, vanilla essence, both eggs,
Everything.
eh?
In one go,
Okay.
please. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Well, now
6.
you're making a mathematical thing.
And maths is not my strong point. It's terrible.
Maybe someone took one. Maybe someone ate one of the hot cross buns.
I feel like it's just completely disappeared. I'm not... That thing is matching right now, but it's fine. I'm just going to go with this. And it's fine, because we're covering it with custard in any case, so it's fine. I don't actually know why I had to be so hectic about this.
So if you are less detail-orientated than Gabs, then try this recipe at home this morning.
It's actually not that hard. Just cut it in half and put your base first. Logic.
Hot
It's early.
cross bun cross on top. Okay,
Sorry,
got it,
that
we
was
got
actually
it.
very logical.
That is very cute.
So we've got this now sorted, and then all you're going to do now is this is going to be poured on top of the hot cross bun.
Okay.
And then we're going to pop this into the oven for about half an hour.
Okay, so it gets a stint in the
Yes.
kitchen.
And then there's
coming
more.
In the oven.
So then once
Okay.
that comes out...
Am I pouring it all over?
Yes,
I don't want
all
to do
over.
this incorrectly and then you're going to make me do it again more neatly and bring out a ruler.
Thank you.
Can we have a ruler and a protractor, please?
A protractor? We're not did you use a protractor? What is that even? Is that maths?
I'm having to relearn school because
the
my
other day-
child is doing school.
The other day someone was like, what is trigonometry? I'm like... Was
I
that like
still don't
sin,
know.
cos, tan? What did we do in school? So we're going to pop this in the oven now for about half an hour.
Okay.
Then we're removing it, and then we are adding our marshmallows on top, and then putting it back in for 10 minutes to get that like crisp
The
vibe.
caramelization, because the mallows will cook quite quickly. So you don't want... We all like a burnt kind of
Yeah, a little
marshmallow or
char.
on the
Like the
braai,
fire
a bit of
vibe,
char,
yeah.
but not too much. I
Exactly.
love it. Absolutely beautiful.
And
If
then
you wanna-
obviously we have a ready-made one. For
I
the
know,
sake
and
of
it looks
that.
absolutely
So you can see what it looks
spectacular and very symmetrical. I think they obviously took out the
Yes,
protractor. and
plan your
did the-
marshmallows accordingly.
No, you don't. You can go crazy. And if you want to throw other stuff in there, other marshmallows, you're able to do that. If you want to put in more chocolate, maybe some white chocolates.
I thought
some
actually white
cinnamon
chocolate
sticks.
would work, yeah, and a little bit of cinnamon vibe. Can be quite,
You can
quite
have
a
fun
vibe.
because we are inspired by the flavor of hot cross buns, just like our brand new flavor officially of Mallows. It's hot cross bun. Come on, so simple.
So simple. It's not that simple. Maybe I'd
We love hot cross buns. Well, we are taking the world's quickest break on your Feel Good Breakfast show. When we get back, we have the opportunity to catch up with Nomcebo Zikode, as well as we have got Kuchle's adventure with MSC. So a whole lot of fun still on its way right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh man, this is what public holidays are made of, where we get to spend time together right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Whether you're in bed, whether you're getting ready for work, whatever it is, we're just glad that we get to do it together. So on a Good Friday, it's only right that we bring you another superstar here at the Samsung showroom at Design Quarter in Johannesburg, because today it's a super special one when we talk about the queen that is sitting next to me. Not only did she help us open up the Johannesburg studio officially, she was also the very first artist who came and actually performed here. And today we get to welcome her back in the name of her brand new song. And also, of course, she's still a Grammy Award winner. Everybody, we are talking about Nomcebo Zikode. Nomcebo, siyakwamkela, my beautiful.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Ngiyathandani.
We love you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so excited because actually today you're also doing something special.
Yeah.
Nomcebo's going to be opening up something else for us. You need to stick around
I don't
to
know
find
if they're
out.
ready at home.
I don't think so, Yabo. Especially with this brand new song.
Like,
hey,
I understand.
yay! But Nomcebo, let's start here, Stanwa, because you do so many things. You are not only an artist,
Yes.
you're a mother. You're a wife. You are the owner of a record label.
Yes.
How do you juggle everything and make sure that you are putting enough of yourself into each and every one of these places?
I can just say I'm very fortunate that from ngiqala nje way back kwingoma zami abantu abazaziyo emazulwini, my husband was very supportive. That's why even namanje noma ngihamba kona wonke umhlaba ngihamba naye, has been my manager.
Yes.
So also ngine support system yabantu abangisebenzelayo.
Very important.
So yes, so benza ukuthi nabo kube lula ngoba akuyona yonke into manje ukuthiwa uNomcebo just because une label yakhe uyazenzela so kuba lula ke kanjalo, and abantwana as much as mhlawumbe uthola ukuthi ngi-away, we always communicate via WhatsApp.
Yes.
So kuba lula nje kanjalo.
I love it. And you make it look so easy, sis, because when now you're always out and about, but you make sure things get done. And of course, now you've gotten done yet another hit.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And we are so happy. Come on.
Yay!
It's Izono Zami. Ububi Bami. Inkinga Zami. Bushumbo Bami. Baziwago. I'm 70% there, okay? No,
you are 80%.
Thank you. Distinction. But Nomcebo, you get a distinction in writing hit songs because this is another hit. Tell us about Izono Zami. Where did it come from and what's the story behind it?
Ash, you know, ngenkathi ngibhala Izono Zami, Ash, I wasn't okay, you know. So mina ngulo muntu lo ukuthi mangibhala izingoma uthola ukuthi mhlambe ngibhala ngami or mhlambe ngibhala nje ngeexperience yabanye abantu engibabonile ezweni yabo. So that's why ingoma mawuyilalele ithi Izono Zami buhlungu bami inkinga zami zaziwa nguwe, because at the time ngangisebuhlungwini obuthize. So and inhloso also futhi yokubhala lengoma efana nalena ukukhombisa abantu emakhaya ukuthi as much as we are celebrities nathi siyaba nenkinga ezithize sibe nobuhlungu obuthize, and nathi sibuyela kuphi kuNkulunkulu siguqa phansi sikhuleke kuyena. So if ever nawe lapha ekhaya unobuhlungu obuthize or there's something that you're going through, ayikho enye into, buyela kuyena uJehova uyombikela inkinga zakho, because you may find that uxoxela umngane uzokuhleka ngalokho, kodwa mawubuyela ekhoneni lakho uyokhuleka uNkulunkulu akehluleki. Iyasho ingoma it's akehluleki.
Nothing is too hard for him.
You understand?
Exactly.
Yeah, so ilokho nje ngithemba ukuthi abantu bazorelate nayo ingoma ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi ngokuhlukana kwethu sinenkinga ehlukene, omunye mhlawumbe une depression, omunye unani. So with this song ngifuna ukuthi nje bakhuleke ngayo basho ukuthi akahluleki. uNkulunkulu usithanda nezono zethu.
I love it.
Yes,
and
kuyena we are perfect. You understand? Yeah.
And for me, I love that you say earlier on that just to show everyone that we all have problems.
Yes.
And he knows them.
Yes. Just because ngibona mhlambe ku Instagram ngiyacwebezela, it doesn't mean ukuthi manje manje like mina ngi-perfect anginazo inkinga or mhlambe nje mina like nami ngumoni phambi kwaNkulunkulu. I'm not perfect at all.
We're all human.
Yes.
100%. And obviously, you're somebody who has dabbled in different genres. You know, you've had such a beautiful career. And now that you are where you are, you know, is gospel music what you also find to be more comfortable in terms of the different genres that you dabble in?
I love God so much. Mangibhala ingoma e-studio angibhali ngendlela yokuthi abona namhlanje ngiyobhala igospel. Uyabona ke namhlanje no. Ilento iyazenzakalela automatically.
Hey, that passion.
Yes. Kusuke nje kuyiphumela kumina into engaphakathi kumina. If you remember, I've got songs like engayenza no DJ Tira le ayayithi
you have so many songs now.
Oh, yayithi nguwe 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 enhlizweni yami asinawo amamiliyoni ngebuthando lethu lohlala lumi njalo. That song abantu bayithanda kakhulu, and I don't think ukuthi ingoma eyi gospel. So depending nje ukuthi ngaleso sikhathi ngikiphi imood.
Yes.
Uyabona khona nenye futhi ngayenza nomsheka ingoma iyuthando in a way depending ukuthi ngikiphi imood, njengoba nje futhi ngizokhipha ialbum yami.
The album is coming.
Bethu konina abantu balinda.
And we've been
Can
waiting.
I tell you something?
Yes.
Yazi ukuthi bengize ngikhale because bengibona ama comments wabantu ethi but Nomcebo, do you understand ukuthi sikuthanda kangakanani? Yazini ke mina Nomcebo ngiyagive phela manje ngoba nawe ke kunini lokhu ungakhiphi ingoma. You understand, like bekuba buhlungu kumina.
I
It's
can
a pity
imagine.
that abantu bebengalazi iqiniso ukuthi mina benginenkinga necompany yami because yakhumbula ukuthi besinenkinga zemali and all of that. So ngaba nenkinga ukuthi manje base ngikhipha music bavale ngithi ngizama ukukhipha music bavale, but I'm so grateful that njengamanje yonke into isivulelekile sengiyakwazi ukukhipha music.
And that's what I was going to say. I love that you always overcome, Nomcebo. And I'm so glad that we get to share in the Story Expresso family because this is a queen. And like I said earlier on, she's doing something big for us today. She's opening up a brand new stage. Do not go anywhere. It is huge and the screen is beautiful. And she's going to be singing her beautiful song for us as well. Right about now, though, Graham and Zoe are standing by in Cape TZ. Hi, family.
Hey, fam. And the family just gets bigger and bigger and better and better. Why? Because that gorgeous young lady, Zanele Potelwa, is also the incredible host of Tropica Island of Treasure. Now, I thought she was going to be such a brilliant prospect for it. I almost gave the game away. I was like, oh, imagine if it was Zanele. Imagine. And my poor producer was like, just don't give it away. Don't give it away. But yes, she is there and she's going to be joined by some amazing superstar celebs. We're talking the likes of Bobby van Jaarsveld, Umutle Gela, Chad Jones and Davi Nokeri, Carl Kuchelman, Nkobile Kwezi and Hongani and Glovu. Big names and all very different.
Definitely. We even have Umuhle on our Tropica flavor today that we're drinking from. Now, you stand a chance to join them in Zanzibar. And let's take a look at some of the additions that we've received so far.
My name is Zanzi. I am Useketelo Wagwadlaza, all the way from KZN in the sunny town of Mtubatuba. I am 19 years of age and I am currently a student pilot at Vanderboom Airport. And this is my audition for Tropical Island of Treasure, season 11. So, I feel like I'm the perfect person for the job because I'm a pilot. How are we gonna get to Zanzibar without me? How? What I meant to say is, I feel like I'm the missing piece to this puzzle because Uzaketelo is a brand that needs to be recognized internationally. I've got the brains, passion, and the beauty for this. So, yeah.
Sawubona, Dumelang, Goeiedag, and hello, South Africa. It is me, Jody One, and yes, I know you want me. Correction, you need me in Zanzibar for Tropica Season 11 of the Island of Treasures. I am extremely competitive, a fitness buff, a gym enthusiast, and overall, I've been told, just like Tropica, I can be described as smooth, sweet, and thirst-quenching. I know I'm coming into this as an underdog, but everyone loves a good underdog story. Prove me wrong. So, consider me, Jody Werner, for Season 11 of Tropica's Island of Treasure. You won't regret it. I promise. And I'm a man that keeps my word. Trust.
Hi, Tropica. My name is OG. Why should I be a consistent on Tropica Zanzibar Island Season 11? Well, that easy. Come, let me tell you why. First of all, I've been waiting my whole life for this opportunity. And guess what? It's finally here. Come on. Secondly, well, guys, let me tell you something. People love watching cute people on their screens. And guess what? I think I stand a chance. Partly, guys, let's be honest. Who wouldn't want to see me on their screens? Who wouldn't want to watch me on their screen? Take a look at me. Get it right? So, you know what? Let's take Tropical and wait for me because I will be definitely there in Zanzibar doing you guys good. Sharp, okay?
Sharp, buddy. I love that. The confidence.
So much. I love that I'm enjoying these audition videos. I think everyone brings their own unique flavor, and that's all you can do is be
100%.
yourself. And who knows, that is what can get you on the island. Well, from now until next week, you stand a chance to win your share of 25,000 Rand cash just by uploading your official Tropica Island of Treasure Zanzibar edition to social media and simply tag @MyTropica and use that hashtag Tropica. Plus, the 7 contestants chosen to head to the Tropica Island of Treasure will receive 10,000 Rand before even getting to Zanzibar, and that's courtesy of Deep Heat.
I love it, man. So the fun, the winning has already begun, but you got to put yourself out there if you want your share, your half of that 1 million Rand grand prize. Come on, that's what it's all about. That is smooth. Time is ticking away. Auditions close on the 5th of May, which is, I know it sounds like you've got time, but if you look at the quality of the auditions coming in and the amount, you need to get on it and make sure yours stands out. You can get all the T's and C's at our website. And of course, make sure that you sell yourself. We don't want a version of you. We want the authentic version of you. Why? Because that's smooth.
Definitely, it is smooth. Well, we are taking the world's quickest break. When we get back, Kukle is sharing her MSc adventure to Durban.
And then we've got to get the snook out because it's the long Easter weekend and we've got something truly scrumptious. I say we loosely, Chef Clem is going to inspire us with his take on a beautiful piece of snook. It's on the way to your dinner table after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. We've all been inspired, I think, this morning to get out there and explore. So let's continue on that trend and get ready for an unforgettable adventure once again with Kukle making us very jealous.
Definitely. Let's join her on her short-lived journey aboard the magnificent MSC cruise ship.
Oh, wow.
From Durban to Cape Town, from stunning views to thrilling activities, Kukle's MSC adventure is one you want to see. You do not want to miss out on this.
So let's set sail, if you will, for an incredible voyage together. But of course, it's just Kukle.
We are setting sail on an exciting adventure with MSC Cruises in partnership with Shortleft's Easter campaign, A Seat at the Table. They are saying it's your country. Enjoy it. Today we are embarking on a beautiful adventure from Durban to Cape Town, showcasing the beauty of South Africa, all the experiences that you can enjoy this Easter season. So follow me as we explore the luxury of the MSC Splendida and all it has to offer both day and night. My first impressions when I boarded the MSC Splendida, I was in awe of everything. My cabin was absolutely beautiful, overlooking the beautiful ocean views. Mashotu, we have boarded the exquisite MSC Splendida in partnership with Shortlift, celebrating the Easter campaign, a seat at the table. Walk us through this weekend's festivities. We're traveling from Durban to Cape Town, right?
So we are going to enjoy the cruise, traveling from Durban to Cape Town, making sure we enjoy all the festivities that are on the cruise, enjoying the entertainment, Spey and Naves, Taliwonga, which is absolutely fantastic. And then when we get to Cape Town, we're going to, enjoy a bit of Cape Town.
What is Shortlift saying to South Africans, Glonyaka?
Seats at the Table is all about us saying to Mzansi, you can have Easter the way you want to have it. Not the same way you always have it, where you like cooking 7 colors in your house. So we try to showcase a different experience that Mzansi can actually have.
You just get pleasantly surprised by the fact that this is literally a floating hotel with every single facility that you can imagine. From the gym, the pool, a spa, different dining options. We're starting the day with pure style and luxury, indulging in a delicious breakfast overlooking the breathtaking panoramic view of the ocean. Now this is the epitome of high sea living. Thank you.
My experience at the seats at the table has been absolutely amazing because I'm getting to experience South Africa differently via the ocean, of course, from Durban all the way to Cape Town. It's actually my first time traveling like this, but I'm having a great time. The drinks, the people, everything seems amazing.
Easter is around the corner, and we want people to be able to experience this at a price that is affordable. I think a lot of people don't realize just how affordable it is to travel South Africa and how easy it is to find your vibe, your niche, whether it's food, culture, or music. South Africa's got all of that at the seats.
A lot of South Africans are watching right now, wanting to be a part of the experience, wanting to travel Mzansi. Kodwa, sometimes they do think that it's expensive. How would you encourage South Africans to, focus on the goal and focus on attaining the experience?
I love what you just said. Set your goals. If your goal is you want to do this cruise, the beautiful thing about doing this cruise is you can actually pay it in installments. You don't need to give that amount one time. So you can decide in January that you want to do the November cruise, and then you start paying for it in installments. And honestly speaking, it is worth every single amount that you pay for it because everything is covered.
I am in my Lewis Hamilton energy right now, about to experience what it feels like to be an F1 racer. This is a simulator. As you can see, I am all set and ready. So, without wasting any more time, let's go. Ooh. Where is Verstappen? Oh my God, there we go. Woo! Session complete. Listen, whenever you need a short lift, do not hesitate. Just give me a call. I'm happy to come pick you up in my ride. My jaw is literally on the floor. I am speechless. What I just experienced right now is absolutely out of this world. I have to advise though, if you have a fear for heights, you better brace yourself because you do feel like you are in the driving seat. But I absolutely recommend trying it out. The atmosphere and vibe on board contributed to the Easter campaign's message and encouragement to South Africans to explore South Africa from a different perspective. I mean, we know travel, we know exploring the beauty of South Africa on the ground, but on a cruise ship in the Indian Ocean, it's a different, unique experience from a different perspective and point of view. It just allows you to appreciate the beauty that surrounds our country, Umzansi, and truly, it is your country, so why not enjoy it? What an incredible journey it has been exploring the beauty of South Africa aboard the MSC cruise. This Easter, set your table anywhere apha eMzansi and celebrate with your loved ones, abantu esibathandayo, while exploring the beauty of our country. But from me, until next time, bon voyage, happy Easter.
Maybe your hashtag seat at the table 24 was on a beach somewhere as the beautiful MSC cruise came past you. We love seeing our girl go out and explore and letting us tag along. And remember, you can round up your loved ones, pack your bags and embark on your own Easter escape this weekend. Just head over to shotleft.co.za to get in some thrilling activities and some budget-friendly offers to make it happen. Just go travel wise, Mzansi, but travel. Get out there.
Well, on your feel-good breakfast show, it's Good Friday, a day of remembrance celebrated by millions around the globe. And here with the perfect dish for the occasion is Chef Clem. We're also joined by Dr. Anisu. So great to have you here.
I'm not usually in the kitchen. I'm going to say that early. Okay, Chef?
I'm not usually in the kitchen with a doctor. I'm going to say it early.
Okay.
It's okay, we got this.
We've got this. We've got this. Chef Clem, do you have a message for our South African viewers that you would love to share?
More than anything, today is literally about gathering around a table. Not even a table, but just gathering with family and friends. It's not even about the food, it's about the moments and the memories. The food's just an absolute bonus. So today, if anything, if you're going to focus on one thing, let it be about gathering with people that you love. That's it.
And remember the reason for the season.
Yes.
Definitely.
Absolutely, definitely.
So
and
yes.
The foodie's going to be there.
The food's
so
gonna be there.
I'm just going to help you out with it because this is not my recipe, by the way. This is Tiffany's recipe. Can Tiffany come step in?
Tiffany, so what is on the menu? Are we going to ask Tiffany to explain
Yeah,
for
sure.
us? Okay, Tiffany, come and join us.
Come and join us. So as you know, Tiffany is now the new boss of the kitchen. Tiffany's my boss. It tells me what to do when I get here. So Tiffany, this is your recipe.
Yes.
Can you tell us what it is?
So we're going to be making a roasted snoek with some roasted baby potatoes, some roasted tomatoes, and then we're also going to do a basil and cucumber dressing on the side.
Very, very nice. Thank you, Tiffany.
You're
I will
welcome.
do justice to it.
You know what to do, right?
No, not really, but we're going to wing it. Hey, thank you. Okay, thank you, Tiffany. Okay, so let's start.
Tiffany's prepared all these ingredients.
Yes.
We cannot go wrong by
No, we
just
can't.
using what's in front of us.
So, okay, in front of you, Zoe, you've got a snook. So it's a lightly smoked snook. It's the one from Woolies, which is absolutely amazing. It's buttery. It's got that the smokiness, yes, but sweetness and saltiness all together. But we're going to enhance the sweetness by adding some apricot jam. We've also got some lemon pepper. So what's happened is the apricot jam was a little loosey-goosey, but now it's set up a bit. And if it does get
you wanted
stiff,
a bit loosey-goosey.
the microwave for like a few seconds works perfectly. But Zoe, what you're doing right now is absolutely perfect.
You just want to brush.
You do.
the snook.
You do. And what's nice is if you are doing it on a Weber or a slow grill cooker, you can do layers of the apricot jam. At the end, you got like this beautiful lacquered piece of fish, which is delicious.
That's what you want.
And it is snook, so, which means watch out for the bones. Okay, very, very important. But snook is my absolute favorite, like South African.
Same.
It just makes an appearance for so many occasions.
Well, now's the perfect question, Chef Clem. We have a doctor in the house. Doc, what do we do when we swallow the bones?
Well, hopefully there's someone in your family who knows that Heimlich remover. You know it, you put your hand
above the belly button.
Above the belly button,
Okay.
there's a little thing, a little gap there. And then you have fun just trying to get it up. In and up, though. Don't just pull back.
My mom used to tell me whenever we ate snook and we swallowed a bone and we would cry about it, she always gave us dry bread. Does that help?
Yeah,
Guys,
a
you know
little
what's
bit of an
about to
old
happen.
wives' tale, but if you give it a go, sometimes it just dislodges the bone and puts it down there.
Graham Richards.
Fantastic. He
Graham,
just walked
You know
past.
what? We're all about the education. we're cooking. We are cooking, but I'm going to say, Graham Richards, can you please be my test dummy for the Heimlich maneuver?
Oh.
Okay, we literally, this wasn't planned. We're just doing this for you. This is a public service announcement. So, okay, so Doc,
This is why I never tell people I'm a doctor, just by the way. This is why.
I was asking earlier, are you working in the mental space or the, okay.
Okay, so what is it? My hands come together and how do they look?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to knock them together.
Yes.
Make sure you're in the right spot.
Yes.
There's almost like a gap between the rib cage.
I'm going to try and find Graham's belly button. Where's your belly button?
Okay, there we go. It's much lower down.
Okay, there we go. So then
it's a little higher. Yeah, you can go a little higher. There we go. You're going to go, you're almost scooping.
Okay, you ready?
Scoop, but don't go too hard.
I don't know what to brace myself for.
Okay, what's going to come out?
You've got to be a little loosey. There we go. Struggling.
Okay, that looks very funny.
I shouldn't have eaten a raw baby potato. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you, G. Okay, we're back to cooking. That was totally off script, but I just feel like it's fish eating season. We should know.
No.
Okay, cool.
Safety first.
That looks amazing, Zoe. You can go.
That's why I'm a doctor now.
You got two now.
I've glazed our beautiful snook with some apricot jam.
Lemon pepper, a little bit of cumin, salt, and I think you've got dill and a little bit of garlic and just sprinkle over. And what's nice, I can go on the Weber, in the oven, whatever's easier for you. Then, Doc, if I can ask you, you've got some quinoa in front of you, and you've got some cucumber, red onion, tomato, carrots, and chickpeas. It could all kind of come together, and we've got a dressing that's already made. Let's work on these potatoes. I'm going to take the whole board over with me. So we're doing garlic roast potatoes, and what's nice about this recipe is that you can use your air fryer because again, look what's happening. This is what literally when we're staying over at my parents' place this weekend for Easter.
Yes.
And my mom she's been cooking since early this morning, and the stove has been like pots are going. So you need extra space in the kitchen, and that's where the air fryer comes in. It's like a whole little mini chef at its own.
It's a game changer.
It is. And this cookware. Okay, I'm very privileged. This is brand new cookware from the kitchen. From Woolworths. Yeah. I won't set anything on fire. I'm going to set something on fire. Okay.
Well, Chef Clem, Birdie tells me there's a special on the cookware, so how amazing is that?
Absolutely. Have you got, I need someone to tell me what the cookware deal is. I completely forgot.
We've got it on screen right now.
Oh, you do?
We've got it on screen, so how about I tell you right now?
Please do.
They are, Woolies is absolutely incredible because these are durable. Plus, if you love it, it is incredible. We've got a special, which I will tell you right now. Let's just get more salt there.
I can give you tell you about the homeware appliances in the meantime. Yeah. So it's 20% off any two selected homeware appliances, which is absolutely amazing, especially because some people are still only going to campus now. So if you're looking for some amazing cookware, if you're on res, that's exactly what you need.
We've got you sorted, and you cannot cook without good quality pots and pans.
There we go.
I love that these are non-stick metallic aluminium pots and pans from Woolworths. And just to reiterate, they are durable and deliver excellent cooking results. Plus, if you shop now until the 3rd of April, you get 20% off 2 non-stick pots and pans. This offer is valid in-store, online, as well as on the app. There are T's and C's that apply.
And the cookware is absolutely amazing. There's always something about cooking with a pan that's not too heavy, because usually the sign of quality is weight.
Yes.
But this one's not too heavy, but you can actually feel the base. It is thick, and majority of the weight is coming from that base, which is exactly what you want. And obviously, even heat distribution, and it's happening.
It's happening.
It's doing its thing. Okay,
That's
so
what you want. Chef Clem, so I feel like my snook needs a little bit more attention because I've got garlic and oil here that hasn't been used. So do we put that on the snook?
You can, absolutely. So if you want to get an even spread, you can put a bit of garlic and just brush it across. You can do that. And then the oil is not 100% necessary, but some people do prefer to have a little bit of that oil on there. So potatoes, I've got the butter melted. You're looking good. So that can go into our imaginary. I like what you did there with the garlic and the oil.
Because you said spread.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to get garlic?
Should I put this dressing in, or we'll put
you
it
can,
after?
You can actually put it in now. Quinoa's quite great in the fact that it just absorbs all the flavor.
Okay.
So it's just going to suck up all that dressing. I'm going to go into our air fryer with our garlicky butter potatoes. And I'm adding all that butter in there as well because this one's got the solid base at the bottom. And I'm just going to keep on tossing it as I cook. Air fry.
How did we live without air fryers?
I don't remember life before 2010 when air fryers were introduced to the world. I really don't, but I mean, they've come.
I don't think it was that far back, Chef.
It was. I got my first air fryer during the South African Soccer World Cup.
You're kidding me.
And I still have it till today. I still have it.
How did we miss out on that? I only knew about an air fryer like during the lockdown.
There we go.
Okay.
And they did become super popular during lockdown. Okay, so what have we done? So Zoe made our fish. It's looking amazing.
I just seasoned it,
You
used
did.
all the beautiful ingredients in front of me. Are we popping this in the oven?
Oven, yes.
Okay.
But like at home, I said you can actually just put the whole tray on the Weber, which is also great. Doc, you've made our beautiful quinoa salad.
I love that.
I don't know what I did. I just made
did
it.
the potatoes.
I did the potatoes. The potatoes are in the air
So
fryer.
you need to make the dressing.
For the dressing, super simple. And then go and get the recipe on expressoshow.com. That's Tiffany's recipe, by the way. In a recipe, all she does is she blends up basil and she blends some grated cucumber.
Grated
with
cucumber.
yogurt, pepper, salt, and a little bit of oil. So it's almost like a tzatziki. But it's got the addition of the basil, which makes it extra herby, which is delicious. So I love that
I'll
dressing.
ask you to put about half of that in for me, pretty please. There we go. Okay, and we're going to finish off with some seasoning. And remember, W Rewards members, don't forget that you get 25% off any 2 marinated braai items, while all customers get 20% off. Now, this offer is available at Woolworths until Sunday, the 31st of March. That's this coming Sunday. Shop it in-store, online, as well as on the Woolies app. And we just want to wish you a happy Easter. So we will give this a beautiful blend. Oops, sorry, that's why I'm not in the kitchen.
That's the worst that happens at
That
the
was
karaoke.
planned. That was planned.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get the
Kitchen
yogurt down.
karaoke. It's the drama.
Sorry.
It's the drama of the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh, honey, if there is delicious food, then it is a happy Easter indeed. I love what's happening in Cape TZ, all in the name of this long weekend that we've got going. But here in Johannesburg, we have beautiful things on the way as well. This is why I had told you earlier on that we are having a screen opened up for us by a Grammy Award-winning artist. Yes, a queen who can boast about so many things. We're going to be still getting into it with her. It is Nomcebo Zikode. She's going to be performing her new track, Izono Zami. And then we are also going to be getting into the Hopville Easter Egg Memory Lane Challenge. It's a little bit of like a tongue twister, but it's something that is so fun and something that you need to find out about if you don't know about it just yet. Do not go anywhere though. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back on the other side of this. We're in Zanzibar for Tropical Island of Treasure. Are you? Did you just swim here from South Africa? There's an easier way to find fame and your share of a smooth R1 million fortune. Simply upload your audition to social media, explain why you're a match for our celebs. Add the hashtag Tropica and tag @MyTropica, and we could see you in Zanzibar. Buy a Tropica now and enter to be on the island.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3. Now, when it comes to hair and beauty, we know that that looking our best helps us to also feel our best.
It really does. It becomes a totem that we rally towards, and I love that. Now, there is a hair care brand that has done a lot. I think we all know about them and love the investment that they have made in their market. And when it comes to making African women feel more confident and empowered, it's dark and lovely. They bear no comparison. And Ayanda Tabete had a front row seat at their Pro Serum launch event, and I think she loved every second of it. Let's go find out more.
we are here at the absolutely gorgeous, inimitable venue for the launch of the new Pro collection by the brand that cares about African beauty, Dark and Lovely. What inspired this new collection that's out here? How is it different from the other brands that are on market already?
Well, a big part of Dark and Lovely is putting our consumer first, to feel like they're living their best hair life. So when it comes to receding hairlines or hair problems in general, Dark and Lovely always wants to be there.
And I mean, Zozi Bini Tunzi, you found an absolute powerhouse to endorse this campaign. Why her?
I mean, Zozi Bini, do I have to say more? She is such a beacon of confidence, empowerment, aspiration for South Africans, everyone in the world. Her reach is so wide. And more importantly, she's such a genuine person when it comes to wanting to uplift others. And that's our brand ethos as well. So Zozi Bini, Dark and Lovely, partnership made in heaven for us.
Now, the big name today is Dark and Lovely. How does it feel being an ambassador for the new Dark and Lovely collection?
It is the most exciting thing. It's like such a beautiful story. Do you know how when we grew up and you saw those Dark and Lovely kids on those packs and you just wanted to be that girl? So it's been such a long time coming. It feels so incredible. You know, it's a brand so beloved by African women. We've all had it in our households. And so it feels very full circle for me to be here in this moment, and it's just absolutely brilliant.
What is your hair story?
I think my hair story is just, it's been out there. It's a very famous one. You know, did Miss South Africa, did Miss Universe with my short, coily afro hair, and now I'm just in a journey of growing that hair. And I think it's such a beautiful thing, you know, being an African black woman, and that we can do anything we want with our hair. It's been a little challenging, but very fun as well. You know, going from short hair and being used to just getting in the shower, coming out and cutting my hair, but now I get to learn fun things like how to take care of my hair. With Dark and Lovely has been absolutely amazing.
Introducing Pro Collection Stimulating Serum for a Thinning Hairline by Dark and Lovely. It's no wonder 99% of women agree that it saved their hairline, and I'm one of them.
So hair thinning on the hairline is caused by several issues, but I will talk about the most common hairline hair loss cause, and that would be traction alopecia. And what I mean by that is just a manipulation of the hair. So the braids, the wigs, the bantu knot, so all the protective hairstylings that we think are protecting the hair are actually causing a lot of manipulation on the hairline, and that causes thinning, that causes breakage. So how we prevent it is that we won't say don't do any protective hairstyling. What we say is that when you do protective hairstyle, avoid pulling your hair. Avoid having your bantu knots or your braids too tight. So have them slightly loose so that you don't pull the hair on the hairline.
This molecule that we've now put into the serum and that we formulated into the serum is a culmination of over 60 years of research on hair damage and hair loss. So this serum will target the scalp, in particular the hair follicle, and what it does is it actually stimulates what we call the stem cells around the hair follicle to create an environment that's actually conducive for the bulb to actually grow and the bulb to actually produce more hair.
So the benefits of the serum is that it's not for a specific hair type. It is for both relaxed and natural hair, and also it shows visible density within 12 weeks of using the product. Another advantage of it is that it has a potent ingredient called stem oxidant that improves hair density and fullness of the hair.
I've been a fan of Dark and Lovely, so when I got the invite, it was mind-blowing, and I really enjoyed this event. Everything was nice, from the entrance, the welcoming, the theme, the decor, everything was spectacular.
I'm really happy that Dark and Lovely is reviving, because I grew up with this brand and I really wanted to see this brand have a revival in my adult time and age. It's nice to be able to step into the choice of supporting Dark and Lovely and having it be a part of our adult lives.
So I never align myself with the brand if I feel like there's no similarity there. And so to me, because they were for women, that was just an instant pull. And like I said, I recognize them. They feel like a part of my life and women around me. And I think it's just brilliant to have brands who are more than just like a brand and product, but have the warmth and have people around them and very recognizable in saying they're human. I love a brand that's humanized, and they make sense for me, I make sense for them, and it's just a beautiful coupling.
I I don't know about you, but after such a wholesome evening, I feel completely empowered. Thankfully, the goodness does not end there because 4 lucky people stand a chance of winning a full Dark and Lovely Pro Collection set. To enter, name the final product that completes the set, followed by 2 benefits of the Pro Serum. And don't forget to use that hashtag Dark and Lovely Pro Collection. Now, if I were you, I would be quick to enter today because the competition ends on the 31st of March.
I look at that and I'm just like, wow, South Africa has so many beautiful women.
I was about to say, can we just throw some appreciation there? There's Ayanda interviewing all of these gorgeous ladies. Ayanda, you are gorgeous, girl. She is exquisite. Absolutely loved every element of that. Thank you so much for taking us vicariously into the world of the A-list stars.
Definitely, and someone else that is an A-list amongst us is Zanele, our Tropica Bobby.
Get out of here, guys. You are A-list, my beautiful family. Oh, my goodness. I love everything that's been happening here today. It's just been fun, fun, fun. Goodness, goodness, goodness. And now we are going to excellence, excellence, excellence. Because the Queen is in the building, Nomcebo Zikode, Grammy Award winning. And she is here to officially open up the screen for us that you can see behind me. But of course, also, finally, she's giving us the song that she's been teasing us about. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Izono Zami.
baba agehlula lutho baba izono zami ububi bami inkinga zami uhlungu bami baziwa kuwe
zami ububi bami inkinga zami bububu bami baziwa. Come on, everybody! Nomtebo Zikote, an absolute powerhouse, along with powerhouse dancers, a new song out, back off the fact that also her record label just picked up 4 Metro FM Music Awards. Nominations, forgive me. Absolutely beautiful to see, and you know it is only going up, up, and up again. And this is also what is happening on Expresso, which is why you got to stay tuned, because family, I hear there's still some exciting things in the pipeline. What's going on?
Chocolate, and more chocolate with a bit of mellow and a whole lot more thrown in the mix. We're going to go back to Hopville to take a very nostalgic trip through or down memory lane and have a little bit of an Easter egg hunt ourselves. I love
And
it.
someone that's been doing all the getaways to get you inspired for your Easter weekend is Kuhle. We'll take a look at her latest adventure. So we'll see you in just a bit.
Brought to you by Halls and the power of menthol. Refresh, refocus, Halls. Breathe for it. Ungapheli umoya.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on S3, and I can officially say welcome to Hopville, the home to all things Easter. And today we are celebrating in the best possible way with loads of responsibly made chocolates and a very exciting challenge with a walk down the Easter egg memory lane. Aneso is still here with us alongside Chef Clem. And before we start this challenge, perhaps I should ask you, Chef Clem, how will you be celebrating Easter this weekend?
With a family this year, and it's going to be the most peaceful. I'm claiming it now already. It's going to be the most peaceful Easter, because every Easter we work.
Yeah.
So this is the first year we're just going to spend the whole long weekend with family. That's it.
And for you, how are you planning on spending your Easter weekend?
The same. I mean, I've been away from family because of my travel, so it feels like a real gift to be able to spend this quality time with them. My mom's side of the family are dramatic, let's just put it that way. They might be watching, so I'll keep it brief.
Mom's side of the family? Did your dad wear white shoes?
Does he have green
If you
eyes?
know, you know. Talk about that later.
Okay, I wanted to find out from you, who was responsible in your household for the Easter egg hunts?
Ooh, I mean, my mom is definitely very organized, so she was really good at placing them in different places, but I was always a wild child. I enjoyed being in the garden anyway, so she didn't have a lot of time to hide them outside, but yeah, she was usually in charge of that.
And for you, also, who handles all the food in your home?
So activities has always been my dad, but my mom, she is the key cooker. She is really one of the best cooks I know. She hasn't passed all her recipes on with all the ingredients to me, but we'll get there one day.
And that is your mission? You want to take over the role of like...
No, I don't want to take over the role, but I want to carry on my mom's incredible legacy. And I mean, everyone knows her for her incredible cooking, and everyone, whenever we're in Durban, wants to come for Sunday lunch because my mom just makes every meal so special. And we had her here not too long ago, and she actually didn't do any cooking because we were just so busy doing all kinds of activities. So she'll need to catch up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I love the trip down memory lane. Absolutely amazing. We're going to have a little bit of a challenge now, okay? So we've hidden some Easter goodies behind you, not in the wall over here, behind you. And we kind of want you to find it and then sell it.
Oh.
But like, what's that show? I can't say the name, but you know, it's the Great White, and you put them in a... The thing with the tank, and there's an animal from the ocean, that thing. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So you kind of like sell it to us, and then our audience will respond as to which one they are most excited to buy. So he looks nervous, let's go on.
I heard a gluk, gluk, gluk behind me.
Oh, also hearing a gluk, gluk, gluk behind her. What is that? We don't know. We'll find out. It's Jumanji. Someone's playing Jumanji. If you're playing Jumanji, stop. Okay, cool. So behind you, you can have a look, see what you can find, and don't forget, the mission is to sell it to us, add some nostalgia to us, make it up. It's fiction.
Okay. Can you count us down?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
It's so easy.
Oh.
It's so easy. There we go. Yes, okay.
Gonna do this.
Nice.
I'll sell it to you.
Nice. That was so quick. That was so quick.
Oh, you got the monkey with the egg.
Okay, so...
Golden monkey and egg.
All the investors are in front of you and are ready to buy your product. You are our guest. Would you like to go first with your story?
I'm happy to.
Okay, here we go. Investors, get your wallets ready and go. Sell it to us.
So, are you a mom who's really aspiring to be a part of the PTA? Are you trying to get into the health scene but really struggling because your child's a bit of a sugar nut? This is the perfect product for you. Put it into their lunch boxes, pretend it's a healthy treat, but when they bite into it, there's a little bit of a surprise.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Let's hear it for our first pitch. Yes.
She came with the health egg
There we go.
element.
Some of those investors are already signing checks. They are ready. Zoe, what are you selling? And tell us the story.
Well, this is truly South African, so if you're ready to tickle your pickle, we've got the best pickled fish in the house, and you can go for this battered hake fillet recipe and sweet onions and a mild curry sauce. This is gonna laugh you lacquer, lip your lacquer.
There we go. Thank you, Zoe. Yes. And
You're gonna speak like that when you eat the pickled fish.
You do.
You're not gonna know how to pronounce words.
And also, you spoke about sustainability with the chocolate, the seafood as well, all woolly seafood, sustainably sourced, and it's a traditional recipe.
It is traditional.
Yes. Okay,
delicious.
so
investors. And it is minimal effort.
There we go. There we go. Investors, you're all here. Can we please hear it for the doctor's surprise Easter egg lunch? Let's hear it for Zoe's tickle your pickle fish. Woo! That's a draw, right? 100% is a draw. So, as a prize to both of you, you may pick from the wonderful wall. Okay, so Doc, Zoe, come up, have a look and see what you like. This vase, also, by the way, it's on the shelf, which means it's included.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got the Marshies, we've got the Chuckles eggs, we've got the egg decorating kit, we've got the besties, we've got the plushies, we've got the whole world. We've got fantastical ranges, we've got the coloring tablecloth. The mug. I actually don't have the Marshies mug at home, and I will be buying this today.
Oh. Okay,
Sorry, what are you
Marshy mug is super cute. I quite like this teddy bear.
Go for it. Go for the plushie.
The cute little Chuckles bear.
Go for the plushie.
Cute.
I'm gonna go with this little play Ludo with your bestie.
There we go. You know, you get one, you just take another one too.
Oh.
There we go, South Africa. And if you look under your seat right now, wherever you are at home, South Africa. Sorry.
Thank you.
I got people too hyped up for that one. No. But thank you so much for playing the
Did we go
game.
over our head? Did we miss it? We were just too caught up with our cute little gifts.
You got it.
He's wearing Chuckles.
He's wearing little Chuckle shoes.
Oh, I did not know that he's got Chuckle shoes.
He's got Chuckle booties.
Oh my word.
So I'm
Watch
super
Woolworths come up with Chuckles booties on shelf for real. Next year.
I think
That's
it's
so cool.
amazing. Well, listen, you stand the chance to win a 2,000 Rand Woolies gift card. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, X, or Instagram Instagram pages and tell us the following. Why do you think Woolies is the best place to shop this Easter? That's easy peasy. Now, don't forget to use that hashtag Woolies Easter. The competition will close at midnight on April the 1st. It's not a joke, and that's on Monday. There are some T's and C's that can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. And we want to wish all of our viewers a happy Easter filled with love, joy, and beautiful memories made with loved ones. And you can shop all of your Easter treats, your mains, and more at Woolworths. That's available in store, online, as well as on the Woolies app.
Are you in a pickle, or has your pickle been pickling? Is your pickled fish sitting ready and waiting, or are you still needing to do a little prep on your snook? We, of course, love the fact that we get to share beautiful meals around our beautiful families. It's all about connections. And we wanted you to inspire us with your Good Friday menu plans today. And I think we've got a beautiful voice note that's coming in straight off the bat. Let's take a listen.
Morning, guys. Oh, on this day today, I'm gonna have a potjie kos. That's the menu. That's the traditional menu that I'm gonna have this day. Danny Moreo, Muruleng and Rustenburg. Thank you.
There it is. I love it. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. Keep them coming. 063-408-8863. What's on the menu today? Let's see what Zelda is going to be feasting on. She's saying, happy Good Friday. Right back at you. We'll braai some lekker steak with sides. My husband offered to braai every day this weekend, so I'm getting a break. Mr. Hennessy, you rock, sir. You rock. Let's see who else is cooking it up. Shireen Abrahams, one of the OGs. Good morning, Shireen. We love you. Thank you so much for connecting. She's saying, happy Good Friday. My pickled fish is already done. Of course it is. We will be enjoying it with my family and also visiting my siblings later this afternoon to have some quality time together. Have a super day and weekend, team. Lots of love right back at you. That's what this weekend is about. Deirdre Karim saying, I'm a single pensioner. I just had to make my pickled fish, which I did on Monday. It's a traditional dish that I grew up with, in spite how pricey fish is, but can't wait to have it today. Lekker juicy, but to a long sauce. And I hope that you get to savor every second of that sauce this morning. Josephine Pickstone, one of our absolute favorites. She's saying, have a wonderful Easter weekend. I'm having pickled fish salad and with hot cross buns, and my dessert is jelly and custard. Someone's been watching the show this week, clearly. Keep them coming. Let us know what you're going to be dining on today. And most importantly, make sure that you dine with family. Connect with those that you love the most. And we're going to continue to connect with you after a very, very short break. We're going to take you on another beautiful bush break. Yes, Kutle is living her best life at the moment, and we're going to hopefully inspire you to take a short left. Then we're going to get another amazing performance from Onkebo. She is standing by. She has blown us away already, and she is ready to take, I think, elevate the spirits perfectly on this Good Friday.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, just because we might not have told you already this morning, Easter is just around the corner, but we got you covered. Don't worry, Game Stores is gearing up in a big way with some unbeatable deals. I put them to the test, especially on the Easter egg front. They have got what you want, and you don't want to miss this. Saying Easter la vista, baby, to high prices this season. And the best part, you could win yourself a 2,000 Rand Game Stores shopping voucher while you do it.
Oh, how incredible.
Nice.
Now, to enter and win that incredible voucher, simply reply to the competition post that's on Expresso's social pages and answer the simple question: what's that one unbeatable Easter deal at Game Stores that you'll be snatching up and saying Easter la vista to high prices? Don't forget to include that hashtag Game Easter la Vista in your entry.
And there are some amazing deals up for grabs. We are going to kind of hone in on some incredible opportunities to just have the abundance this Easter. And it's no wonder our viewers are having a very tough time deciding which one to snatch up this particular Easter. But just a reminder that you've got up until midnight this Sunday to enter. So you've got a little bit of time to indulge. I've got to say, with the Easter egg thing, because you want one big ticket item like that, like whoa, showstopper, but you need a lot. You need a lot of, like, I call them the stocking fillers, excuse me, crossing my holidays. But when you've got an Easter egg hunt, you need to have volume. And if you can get literally the cheapest in class, that makes a massive difference. So when it comes to bulk buying the Easter eggs, that's the deal I'm after.
Listen, for me, the best deals are always the ones that allow me to be smart with storage in the house. You know, the Game's got those incredible bins. They've got all kinds of sizes, all kinds of containers.
Oh, such an A-type personality. Come on, it's a holiday, Zoe.
Well, you get a lot of gifts. You need to put it away. You need to
be
store
ordered.
it. You need to know how to find each gift when you need it. So that's the type of deal I'm after.
And then the thing is, I'll always be drawn into like the fitness area just to check on a deal there, just in case, which on a weekend like this does make a very big difference. You might pick yourself up a little trailing trampoline or something super, super cute for the kids. Now, I think if you want to build experiences around your Easter weekend, which so many South African kids, I think their childhood is littered with these memories, these moments from these kind of holidays. They've got you covered from what you're going to be buying with, what you're going to be sitting on when you're buying, what the kids are going to be playing with when they do it. Everything from the tech right through to the food.
Definitely. So head on over to expressoshow.com for all of the full terms and conditions and submit your entry, because who knows, you could be that lucky winner of that 2,000 Rand Game Store voucher.
We are feeling so blessed this morning. I'm hearing myself in stereo, and I love it because that's how jealous we are today. We are obviously living vicariously through our favorite traveler. She is adventurous, and she is willing to go wherever it takes to inspire us to get out and explore.
Definitely. We're diving into the world of serene beauty with the Madwalenu River Lodge, and that is the backdrop for Easter weekend celebrations. Now, Kuhle, she has embarked on an unforgettable journey in nature, courtesy of Tourism KZN, and we got a front row seat to the incredible adventure she had. So let's check it out.
From the rugged mountains to the gorgeous valleys, this captivating reserve is the perfect place to unwind. As we head into celebrating Easter, KZN is offering you the opportunity to experience nature like never before. Welcome to Zululand. Listen, my stay here at Madwaleni River Lodge offers everything from natural beauty to the wildlife. Let's get into conversation with CEO Dr. Andrew Baxter about how this ultra-luxury tented camp offers an exceptional experience. This place is absolutely beautiful. Talk to us about the story behind the name Babanang.
I'm glad you asked that question. Zulu folklore would have that the name Babanango comes from a time when a little girl child got lost in these mountains in the hills in misty conditions. And the family and the community went to look for her. And they were searching through the hills, shouting her name, calling for her. And couldn't find her. And then eventually, one of the brothers of this little girl, as the mist parted, saw his little sister, and he shouted to his father. He said, "Ubaba, ubaba, nango," which in Zulu means, "Father, father, there she is. There she is." So that's how the name Babanango came about.
That's truly heartwarming, so sentimental. The landscape alone is absolutely breathtaking. It's like you are walking into a painting. But what are some of your favorite features about Madwaleni River Lodge?
Well, Madwaleni is named after the big rocky dome that is behind the lodge here, that beautiful monolith of granite that glows orange-red in the morning sunlight. And it inspired the design here, the architecture that you see, also inspired by some of the traditional Zulu beehive hut construction. These 12 bespoke tents that radiate out down the banks of the Vitumfolozi River. And it is truly a beautiful experience. Each of these bespoke tents sort of are opulent and take you back to a time of sort of adventurous travel in a bygone era when there was lots of luxury, understated natural elements, and it kind of ties into this impressive landscape.
The best way to experience and fully immerse yourself in a new destination is to dive into the flavors of local cuisine, ukutya okumnandi. Just based off of the aromas alone, I know that I am in for a special and unique culinary journey, KZN style.
So tonight I'm cooking this rump steak for you, and then we're serving this with mushroom and some potato fondant and as well mushroom sauce. This product, we get it from locally. This is what makes this different from other meat.
Last night's sleep was the best with the intense sound of the river flowing next to my tent. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling well rested and rejuvenated, ready to take on a brand new day with brand new adventures. We are starting off by exploring more of what Madwaleni River Lodge has to offer and Siqala game drive. Let's see if we can spot some game. When we saw the majestic elephant, I was like, yes, yes, yes. It's a special moment because elephants are my favorite animals. I think that they are full of personality and they're just so big and, you know, demand attention. I absolutely loved that moment. The brilliant and sentimental story behind the name Babanango speaks to resilience, conservation, and community. Let's find out more about the community and the partnership with the reserve with stakeholder and community manager Musa Mbata. How did the partnership between the reserve and the community begin?
Babanango Game Reserve is community-owned game reserve. 75% of the land that makes the game reserve is owned by communities. That community is called Emcagweni Community Trust. They are beneficiaries and then community at large. I've been part of this project, of this game reserve from day one, 2018, when it all started. I started doing engagement into communities, telling them about the benefits that they will have if this game reserve is established. At the moment, we're employing 211 staff members.
Wow.
Of those 211, 80% of people are coming from around this area.
From exploring the reserve at ground level to gaining a bird's eye view, it's time for a different perspective, an aerial perspective of this remarkable lodge and reserve at large. Jerry, are you ready?
We are indeed.
The most memorable part about the helicopter ride is being in the helicopter. It's my first time experiencing a helicopter flip, so seeing KwaZulu-Natal, seeing the reserve, the lodge from a different perspective was just breathtaking. The biggest box on my bucket list has been checked. There's absolutely nothing better than unwinding, taking a moment for yourself before the next adventure awaits. And I am so lucky to be spending my downtime at the spa. It's important to go out there and do fun activities, whether you are on holiday or even seeking adventure within your home city. It offers you a breakaway from the hustle and bustle of daily life. work, stress, anxieties. You don't have to seek thrilling adventure all the time. You can tone it down a little bit and enjoy a Boma dinner with Zulu dancing as entertainment. There's so much that KwaZulu-Natal has to offer. This is the ultimate way to spend your Easter weekend, whether with family, friends, or even a loved one. KZN promises an electrifying, beautiful blend of thrills and adventure that you must absolutely experience.
Kuhle, we've been living vicariously through all of your incredible travels, all these beautiful destinations, including these hidden gems that await for you at your arrival in KZN as the perfect place to spend any holiday.
I'm going to say what everyone's feeling. I hate you, Kutle. I absolutely hate you with every ounce of my being. No,
You just want to go travel like
I
that.
know, but that's what life is about. So two things. Can we have like a coffee table book of Kutle's travel outfits? Because she's just looked phenomenal in every setting. She just nailed it. But when you watch something like that, are you going to ever be able to stop traveling? Now that you've got that bug, have you changed? Has your priority kind of list, your hierarchy of needs shifted?
Oh, totally. I mean, I just want to travel all the time now. But it is really nice to have moments just to be still and present. But I think, like we were saying, a lot of my money is probably going to be going to flights and accommodation.
Yeah,
Because it's
man.
such a big world. There's so much to see. It's endless.
Completely, man. And that's all I think about with having kids is like, where can I take them? What can I show them? That's what life is about. And of course, Anesu gets to do it on Top Travel, which is the best way to do it. And she takes us along. So thank you so much for being a part of that journey, man.
Oh, well, listen, it is on Saturday at 8:30 on SABC3, so you do not want to miss on that. And you can catch the repeat on Sundays at 1. Well, you're not going anywhere because we have still another performance from Nomthebo. She is ready. She's in Joburg with Zanele, and we can't wait for that performance, so stay tuned.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
How on earth did we get here? The end of the show. It's always so much fun hanging out with you, and we are so glad that you always trust us with your morning. We do it again on Monday at 6 a.m. However, right about now, Silifili Xesha Maistandwa, we're about to be blown away yet again by Nomthebo Zikode and her amazing dancers. Everybody, please make some noise for Inkanyezi!
Yawazami ngithathu ngibeke Hello ngithathu ngibeke ngoba indlela inde mfuna ukuzithola ngihleli nawe ayibo khawujonga ixesha limkile nobomi bami bumile sendize ndakholwa bandonwaba xa ndinawe nyawo zami ngithathu ngibeke cela ungithathu ngibeke ngoba indlela inde mfuna ukuzithola ngihleli nawe khawujonga ixesha limkile nobomi bami bumile sendize ndakholwa bandonwaba xa ndinawe wena ufana nenkanyezi ekhanyisa phakathi kwenzulu zobusuku wena ufana nengelose yafika kimi yazoqeda inhlungu bese ngiphela lithemba nabangani bengihleka wena ufana nenkanyezi ekhanyisa phakathi kwenzulu zobusuku wena ufana nengelose yafika kimi yazoqeda inhlungu bese ngiphela lithemba nabangani bengihleka Aibo, 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 aibo. What's aibo? What's up? 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yamthanda nangumuntu. Yamthanda nangumuntu. Wena ufana nenkanyezi ekhanyisa phakathi kwenzulu zobusuku. Wena ufana nengelose yafika kimi yazoqeda inhlungu. Bese ngiphela lithemba nabangani bengihleka. Awesome. 1, 2. Aibo, aibo. Nyawo zami ngithathu ngibeke Ngithathu ngibeke buya baby ngoba indlela inde mfuna ukuzithola ngihleli nawe khawujonga ixesha limkile nobomi bami bumile sendize ndakholwa bandonwaba xa ndinawe wena ufana nenkanyezi ekhanyisa phakathi kwenzulu zobusuku wena ufana nengelose yafika kimi yazoqeda inhlungu bese ngiphela lithemba nabangani bengihleka wena ufana nenkanyezi ekhanyisa phakathi kwenzulu zobusuku wena ufana nengelose yafika kimi yazoqeda inhlungu bese ngiphela lithemba nabangani bengihleka Zigote, 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 zigote. Haibo, zigote, zigote. Zigote, 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 zigote. Let's go. Zigote, zigote. Haibo, zigote, zigote. Asam, zigote, zigote. Asam, zigote, zigote. Asam, zigote, zigote.
Elevate your custard game with the all-new vanilla-flavored Clover Custard. So creamy and smooth, it makes all the other desserts a little jelly.
Another feel-good production.